Sup guys, I'm Metal. I'm doing 150 classic albums by the end of the year. I'm also doing Patreon requests. This one was a Patreon request by me. After about doing 300 Patreon requests in the first this year, which is it's March 19th, so about doing 300 album requests from other people, I asked my patrons if it was okay if I did a request for myself, like just once a month I can do an album that I pick, and I picked Wu-Tang Forever because I'm going to their concert in about 6 days, and I really liked 36 Chambers, and I'm going to their farewell concert, so I wanted to at least listen to this album for the first time, and it is kind of a bittersweet ceremony going into this because it feels very weird to come into the group at the tail end. It's also been about a year since I heard 36 Chambers for the first time on this channel, on my Patreon. I'll post it onto the channel before this pops out, but so it feels odd to come in at the end of the book, but I'm curious to explore this one. It's also going to be the second longest album I've ever reacted to. I reacted to All Eyes on Me, and that was 2 hours 12 minutes, but this is an hour and 48, so I'm expecting a massive experience. So yeah, let's go. I haven't listened to any of the solo work by any of them yet though. This took over my whole body. There's kind of G-funky. I'll pull up the lyrics for myself.
My black woman a bitch. I'm calling my peoples all kinds of things.
Oh, that sounds really gorgeous.
I'm lost, brother. Can you help me? Can you help me, brother, please?
You see what we did? We lost the love. I'm talking about the love. The love of your brother.
But brother, check this out. I still don't understand, man. I'm all high off this shit, man.
Well, what I'm trying to say, my brother, why do we kill each other? Look at our children. What kind of a future?
This is the training that's gonna be given to you by the Wu, brothers and sisters. It's time to ride.
Joe Scott Heron.
So we can inherit the universe.
I love that. Joe Scott Heron's Piece of a Man is an amazing album.
Every square inch of it that he chose for himself is the best part. Behind every strong woman, you'll find a strong man. And behind every strong man,
this really reminds me of G-funky sort of beats, which is
the
interesting.
universe is not completed.
Because there was such that
without
East
the
Coast,
sun,
West
moon, and
Coast
stars.
dichotomy.
That's man, woman, and child.
It's not
So
G-funk,
all you
but it
fake ass
sounds like the
niggas
high
think you
ups
gonna
get close.
survive out here without your black woman? You're wrong. They have attraction powers on the planet. We are the original man, the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization and god of the universe.
Well, I really like that backing,
Population was
vocals.
17 million, with the 2 million Indians, making a total of 19 million, 4 billion, 400 million, all over the planet Earth. Arise, you gods! It's the time for the revolutionary war. That's the mental war. That's the battle between God and devil. Take the devil off your plane. Take him off your mental mentality. Take him off your brain. Leave all
I'm actually
the
really,
guns
this song has made me really
down
curious about this
everything.
album.
That's the mental devil
I'm
that
really
exists within your body.
interested.
It's destroying and decaying your mind. The mind controls the body. Everything within must come out. Don't look towards the sky, cause there's no heaven above. Don't look down beneath your feet, there's no hell below. But heaven and hell exist within. Heaven is what you make it, and hell is what you go through. There is only one.
Oh, I love the vocals.
There is only one faith.
Oh, it's really nice.
There is only one.
I'll pause it now just to gather my thoughts. Like 36 Chambers was really cool because it feels like a lightning in the bottle sort of energy of all of them, like competitively just like trying to like one up each other and like bounce off each other. It has that like like that dojo aesthetic that they have throughout the album, and it kind of, the vibe I get is it's like a bunch of really good battle rappers trying to like cheekily one up each other in like this like cute fucking I don't know, like sporty event, and they all just do incredibly well, and they all do well in different ways. Like you have Old Dirty Bastard who feels like the charm of the album. You have RZA obviously doing amazing production, and I'm not going to go over all the Wu-Tang members obviously because there's so many and all of them are great. You guys know that, but when it comes to that one, it's like there's an exhibition in the game, to quote Kendrick, I guess. But this one feels like with Wu Revolution, it sounds like this is going to be a bit more of like a conscious hip hop album. The way they're talking about a lot more like important topics, I feel, because there's like there's songs like Tears or Cream, but there's like on 36 Chambers, but there's like a braggadocious sort of energy to it. There's like a that gives it a different flavor than let's say a like Black on Both Sides by Yasin Bey. Like it just flavors it a bit differently, where this one kind of has that tone where they might actually delve into that stuff a bit more, which really interests me because I haven't heard any original projects by any of the members, so all I've heard is 36 Chambers. So coming into here, I don't know what a Jizza or a Raekwon or a Method Man. Actually, I've heard a decent amount of Method Man, weirdly, but I wouldn't know what a Jizza like conscious hip hop album would sound like. So having them all here to do something that could be like that is very interesting. It gives them like a bit more weight, I feel.
At one time, it was told to me that man came from monkeys, that we was swinging from trees. I hardly can believe that unless I'm dumb, deaf, and blind.
I don't know who Papa Wu or Uncle Peters, but I'm interested to find like who you guys tell me who they are.
The 8-man.
I love the vocals so much.
You have a mankind that has a beginning to him, and his ending is about to come.
I know this track is less popular. The rating website I use, this is rated lower, but I don't know why. Like the production's really nice. I wonder if I wonder what version they're using.
Swim the deepest sea with you, my brother. I know you got to be strong. You gotta hold on. Now the story is about to close. It was 100% of us, save your children, that came on the slave ships. 85% of our people was uncivilized, poison animal eaters. They're slaves of mental destined powers. They don't know who the true living God is, nor their origins in the world. Save the children. So they worship what they know not, and they're easy to be led in the wrong direction and hard to be led in the right. And now you got the 10%, who are the rich slave makers of the poor, who teach the poor lies to make the people believe that the almighty true living God is a spook in the sky and you can't see him with the physical eyes. They're also known as bloodsuckers of the poor. And then you got the 5%, who are the poor righteous teachers who do not believe in the teachings of the 10%, who is all wise and know who the true and living God and teach that the true and living God is the supreme being, black man from Asia, otherwise known as civilized people, also Muslims and Muslim sons. Peace.
I have given
This sounds
it much
so
thought.
gorgeous.
It seems disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men. we must expand, get more pupils, so that the knowledge will spread.
See, all right. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, I do. The FPS is messed up. Anyway, if you haven't watched one of my videos before, I do ratings on the side. These are my first listens. They're subject to change. I listen to these projects multiple times over before I post them to my Discord, where you can chat to me about my ratings. Or I also post it to my album of the year, which is the music rating website that I use. You can find all my ratings over there. Before this channel, I listened to about 20 albums my entire life front to back, and that's pushing it, because a lot of the time I didn't even listen to them front to back. And then I made this channel about a year ago to delve into classic albums and listen to these albums for the first time, because I've loved music my entire life, but I've just never, like, really loved it. My Spotify listening minutes are like 200,000 or 100,000 every year. It's just I've never delved into classic albums like Nevermind or 36 Chambers. And then a year ago I did. So I basically listened to 20 albums across my entire life, but in the past year I've listened to 1,200. So I've tried to delve into it quite a decent amount, and across that 1,200, my average rating is a 6 out of 10. I think that's solely because I'm listening to more classic albums, and on my Patreon, which is $5 a month, you can request an album, 50 minutes or less, or $8, 9 minutes or less, or there's a list of 360 classic albums. I picked this from the classic album list because I always wanted to listen to it, and on the $5 you get to pick one, and on the $8 tier you can pick 2 classic albums for me to listen to. There's 360 albums to pick from. But yeah, that's why the average is about 6 out of 10, because I'm listening to mostly good stuff and what people are requesting, which I absolutely appreciate. Thank you, every single person that subs. And because, yeah, for me, if something's a 5.1, I think it's above average. And speaking of the ratings, I will delve a bit more into the lyrics of Wu Revolution. I was reading most of it, but on Album of the Year, you can see the average ratings that people give. And for whatever reason, Wu Revolution had a low rating. I don't think it deserves that. It had 6 out of 10. It's not that low, but like, it's quite great. Like, I don't see the issue with it. It is a bit more of an intro track, but it sets up everything quite well. Or I'm at least seated to see where they go with it. Maybe it doesn't go anywhere and they don't touch on the same, like, political strife that they were talking about within that track. And maybe then makes it a bit worse, but like, it sounds really nice. I would say it's at least an 8. Like, I would say it's a great start to the album. Yeah, let's go to the next track, Reunited, which I know is a beloved track because I can see the ratings on the side. This one has like a 9.1, and the max track of all time is like a 9.7. Ooh, I love this. I like the. I really like this, like, more poppy, like, Tupac sort of getting, like, female vocalists to come in and stuff like that.
Double LP, world excited, struck a match to the underground. Industry ignited from metaphorical parables to fertilize the earth. Wicked niggas come, trying to burglarize the turf. Scatting off soft-ass beats, them niggas rap happily. Tragically, that style deteriorate rapidly. Uncompleted missions, throwing your best-known compositions. You couldn't add it up if you master addition. Where I come from, getting visuals, habitual. You're more safe walking on hot coal and rituals. I splashed the paint on the wall, formed a mural. He took a look, saw the manifestation of it was plural. Rhyming while impaired, dart hits your garment. Pierce your internals, streamline compartments. Just consider the unparalleled advantage of a natural disaster that's impossible to manage.
Bitch ass niggas counterfeit the funk. I smoke the feet of the skunk. Tree top of the trunk. Moonshine drunk get monk. Yeah, get shrunk. The judge is stunk. I'll be fucking bitches by the junk.
I don't know if they're using a remaster, but the production sounds incredibly clean and up to date.
Free lunch from the church. I come like 1,000 dust. Bitch, you quiet at the bus, making the fuss. I got self-love, ungloved the news. Watch a nigga transfuse. 30 amps as a fuse, heavy as the booze. I don't walk, I get carried. Golden platinum bitch beads on my wall, looking properly but commonly. I UFO you right, brothers. The Indian and soul man had entered the white man, my grandfather. Step up and get knocked right the fuck out. Come to the cookout, dirty bitch at the mouth. You scared? Run around like the plane about to crash.
Dude, I love Old Dirty Bastard. I remember him being like one of my favorites, if not my favorite.
bone tickler, we Caligula, bigger dick, sex enigma, pistol fertilize your stigma, sting box, order from P. Dot. MCs get stuck
Ooh.
on ink blocks, air saw plugged.
I don't think RZA was rapping too much on
Take your
that.
brain on space walk,
First
talk
time.
strange like
Wu-Tang.
New York.
It's nice.
Great hero Jim Thorpe, how can I put it? Life is like video footage, hard to edit. Directors, they never understood it. Too impulsive, my deadly corrosive dosage. Attack when you least notice, through explosive postage. I don't play, the rap souffle, saute for the day. Ruler zigzag, zig A, leg, arm, head, spread like plague. We drink Hennessy by the keg. I got the golden egg plus the goose. 80 proof, absolute, mixed with cranberry fruit juice. Ginseng boost, I got your neck in the noose. Keep my money wrinkle, the rap star twinkle. Killer instinct, 16 ball Nico. Sell more copies than Kinko. Grow like a fetus with no hands and feet to complete us. Then we return like Jesus when the whole world need us.
Is it appetite for destruction? Slap a murder rap on this production. I touch something, trust nothing.
I love
How you
Method
long,
Man
twisted metal.
voice.
I see him ducking, my dart gun, busting from every angle. Worldwide total carnage, the sickest
The
flow.
beats
Got
are
me
so
cold,
good.
Agent Orange, killing you slow. It's only right you pay homage to those that's about to blow like that shit up your nose. Solid as a rock when I strike target. Verbal be screaming on you like a drill sergeant. Herbals got me where I wanna be right now. Don't know
I
the
love
time,
this.
just the
Like, I
arrow on your
fucking
sundown.
adore
Watch
this.
me shine.
I'll talk more about it at the end of the track, but
Each line be on point when I speak mine. On behalf of my crew, into the Wu 36 more deadly chambers to take you through.
I huh. Yeah, this is a 10. Like, it's at minimum a 10. I very rarely give out 11s now. Like, I've listened to about 20,000 songs and maybe 200 of them 11 out of 10s. But, this could be an unrealistic. Like, this sounds phenomenal. And I looked it up and I think this is still the 1997 mix. Which makes it even more insane because a lot of, like, really good production that still holds up today is because a remaster has, like, cleaned it up a tiny bit. I love this. Like the instrumental. Oh. Oh. Oh my life. See, all right. With albums like this, it can be a bit daunting for me to react to because they're so long, and it's like, what if I don't find it exciting? Because there is stuff that is good, but even if it's like 2 hours long, this recording might be 3 hours long. It's still daunting. Like when I listen to it, but I'm so excited for this record. Like I'm like, holy shit, yeah, I want to go. Like I can't wait to get through this 2 hours now because, like, the 36 chambers, the production sounds 80s. I think the vibe and everything of it works because when you it works, but it does sound dated to me. Despite the fact that I don't think that takes away from it. I think it like adds the atmosphere of the record. But this sounds updated. Like this sounds timeless. And I'm 2 tracks in, so this could just be like change up. My opinion could change up massively, but like at the moment I like the beats more on here. Having the female vocalists come in is a really nice addition that I loved when I was going through some of the classic rap albums that I listened to in the 90s, from the 90s, where like Illmatic, it didn't have any of that. Biggie, I don't think had too much, right? Don't think had too many female vocalists, if any. And then the reason I adored Tupac is it felt like he was able to, when I listened to all Us Against the World, I think it's called, he was bringing in like these female vocalists and he was bringing these singing passages and stuff like that like I fucked with so heavy. And these strings, like, they're kind of like just timeless strings that he was doing on his albums. And Wu-Tang's doing that now. I prefer the 90s hip-hop sound to the 80s hip-hop sound that I feel like 36 Chambers was touching upon, right? It's obviously boom bap, and it was like one of the earlier ones, but it sounds a bit different. Like something like late 90s, it has like a clarity to it, a prettiness, a pristineness, compared to like early 90s rap albums, like even like Low End Theory. I'm not dissing Low End Theory when I say that, but like Low End Theory sounds early 90s, and I like the late 90s pristineness a bit more. And I'm so happy Wu-Tang Forever here has that sound. It makes it a bit more accessible for me to like really stick my teeth into, rather than like I really like 36 Chambers, and I love a lot of the songs on there, and the classic tracks. Like, I've heard Cream before I listened to it for the reaction, but it feels less connected to me because I was born in 2001, so I'm more used to sounds from 2000s, late 90s, that sort of thing. So I really, really like this. It feels like something I can sink my teeth in just a tiny bit more than I could before, and I love it. Also, like, their rapping performance is so good. Like, I love Old Dirty Bastard. Jizza was really good. Also, the topics that they're talking about, like I spoke about it with on Wu Revolution. I'm glad they're doing that. And maybe it was the fact that the atmosphere on the Wu-Tang Forever felt a bit more 80s or something to me, which I meant that I didn't connect to the lyrics as much. But it feels like they're going a bit more in depth, and like, I don't know, they're more weighty with the lyrics here, and I really like that. It's really exciting to sink my teeth into. I love it.
Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's the Wu, creeping in the shadows. Yeah.
Like this, oh my god, it's so good. Oh, that sounds like Chipmunk Soul stuff. Oh.
Swing like Willie Mays.
Oh
my eyes
God.
purple haze. My solar rays are burned through shades. Bomb grenades raid the airwaves. Cast this rap page. I glide like hovercrafts on the Everglades. Bone master with the faster blade track slasher. Manufacture homes to microphones, bones fracture. Limited edition composition, spark friction, non-fiction. The calm bomb, keep your arm distance. Zero tolerance, dominant intelligence. Who original? True colors stem from the melanin. The most high. Most try to get close by and overthrow I, but choke with their hopes up high. I circulate the tri-state and vibrate beyond the Richter. Fly sister flock when they spot this live nigga. The crowd seduce a black your third eye before I lose your verbal high. Leave stars in the eyes of Medusa. Top 10, probably like Cochran and Sharpton. Narrow margin of your odds to dodge the marksman. Murder rap, kill your soft like Roberta Flack. Words attack like a British bulldog. Observe the stats.
Oh, shit. I love this. I'm blown away.
Now all pay tribute to this entity, a spark that surges through the undergrowth, overwhelming the populace from the entry. The Wu-Tang dynasty has emerged from this elite fleet. I was appointed to strike the vital nerve. Mouths tend to utter and speak empty words. Observe the magnetic attraction as we breathe. Seeds of MCs that these fake ass industry niggas feed off. The chrome mic tend to squeeze off and spray an array of shots that travel downwind. Just respect my horrific pen as I send the minds of the weak to rise and take power. I will towering over the land as we stand, expanding our cream medallion to every grain of sand. Let the mind use the physical as planned.
I don't know who Capadonna is, but I'm
interested. Darts blend, aim, take fire, pure destruction. Disappear from here. My year, drop the stupid LPs everywhere. Falling out the sky, talk sniper. Rap spot, Capadonna hit the countryside. Poetry whirlpool, risen true collide. We produce article exception to the rule. We the black men that struck oil, the hard boil. Cats that made that Watergate thing go spoil you. The heavy-handed, lockdown standard with Cyrus. Woo pirates, sneak inside the club, low eyes. Low down, dirty 12:30 nighttime crawlers. Off the wallers, basketball gun brawlers. Smoked
7, slang revving, put the best work in.
Bro, I'm flabbergasted at how fucking incredible this is. The way he's using like classical pieces, I don't know if he's doing the strings where he's finding the strings if these are samples from movies and stuff, because I'm actually just rather uncultured it seems. But they sound like, it just sounds so good. So pristine. It's stunning. Huh.
Yeah.
I have so many thoughts. I'll pause before I translate. I have so many thoughts. I'm so sad that the way Wu-Tang was spoken about my entire life, for the, like living in Australia or whatever, we didn't have Wu-Tang on the radio ever. There's like ever. I think I found like Cream through like a Watch Mojo video when I was like 11, and I'm 24, for example, like 12 or something like that. And that's how I found it. So my introduction to it was kind of 36 Chambers and like Cream when I listened to one of those like videos that were like, here's songs you don't know sort of thing. So that's all I've heard from them. But despite that, you hear about 36 Chambers no matter what. You just kind of hear about that album. And it's like, oh, it's one of the best ones. It's also an iconic album cover that you just see. So I have only basically heard of 36 Chambers. No one ever mentions Wu-Tang Forever. No one ever mentions any of the other albums. I'm not joking. I feel bad about this actually. I straight up didn't know they had more than 2 albums. I thought they were NWA. I thought they had 2 or 3 albums. I thought, oh, there's 36 Chambers, there's Wu-Tang Forever, and there might be a 3rd one. And then I saw when I was like doing all this write-up stuff for the notepad, they have like 7 albums. I had no idea. Also, their set list doesn't have anything more than Wu-Tang Forever, 36 Chambers, and then their songs from their individual artists. So I had no idea about this. I didn't know about Wu-Tang Forever before I delved into like the music community thing, and I didn't know they had more albums after this. And it's so sad because at the moment I think I might prefer this album with the production. Like the way I viewed 36 Chambers with the production with RZA is, oh, he's unbelievably talented. Like when I'm listening to other artists from around that time, it's like Pete Rock's production is probably my favorite. Like if we're going from like 89 or 88 to with like EPMD and NWA and Low End, Tribe Called Quest and The Chronic and Wu-Tang and mixed with Pete Rock. Pete Rock, CL Smooth, Mecca and the Soul Brothers, probably my favorite production there. But I could see like my appreciation for 36 Chambers was like the atmosphere that was created, and it was like cool, and there was like an amateurish quality to it because it's like it sounded like just a bunch of dudes having fucking fun, and like with battle rap shit, and it was sick. I loved it. But I viewed like RZA's production as influential, and it's like he created a cool atmosphere, and a lot of people were inspired by him, and that's the respect that I gave him. Was like, oh, he's like a legend, and that's the respect I gave. Now listening to this, it's like, holy shit, like this is some of the best production I've ever heard. Where like before it was like, these are some of the most iconic productions and I can see where everything is going and I still think they're great, but this is like gorgeous. The way that he's using these string samples and everything is stunning. Yeah, I adore this. Damn. Like this is gorgeous.
Shake them niggas. Scary hours, no money out. Smash the Guinness stout, play the outfield. Lucille switch cracks on chill. She's a rich fiend. Sacrifice her fam, ship them niggas to Queens. Guest jeans, he charged 35 beans. Hit the cell phone, regulate with well-known tone. A Wally Kingpin, who also slammed the strike
like, this
edition.
Is gorgeous,
what up, Coleon, smoke the bone, zone foamy. What up, we tried to sling there, address him with chrome only. Grady with the gray beard, transport form, rockin' Nike hat. Rastafari and Bird, piping at, switching Benzes. 10-carat nigga with gold lenses, frontin' like he's sitting on a lump, he's sitting on junk. You wanna pull a heist, draw guns and robberies. You wanna rock rep, step in yellow wallabies, names arranged. The Century Fox, little Glocks, them niggas with stocks, wheeling in blocks, rich lifestyle, small like an ordinary white child. But right now, sun is still shine, shed light now, break down, liquidate guard, fucking grab the nickel plate, Spencer for hire. Tension when we mention Dryer, he's a slave cop, behave pop with Susu Bade, stop and blow that cat at the Purple Haze spot.
I remember sticking fiends at the 160 when we was starving, ducking 5-0, paying them dues. Times is hard in the slums I'm from. They got us barred and we warring in case dodging. Ripping
I
and
love
robbing.
Method Man's
Got
voice.
the knocks,
I feel like he might have the
sabotaging.
most unique voice out of
Cracks
them,
in your
except maybe like
camouflaging. Now you
all
snitching
the
on the
best.
squadron. That's something niggas can't pardon. City overrun by young gun with bad intention and Wu wear garment. So I see no need to mention the potency of a sting from a killer bee. Kicking the battery out the back of the watch cracks. They started for your get high, you hijack. These friendly skies, they for you, they for me and mine. This the year of the grimy nigga, ragtime. Keep these niggas on the run, peep my clan emblem. Iron lung ain't got to tell you where it's coming from. Catch you swimming with these sharks now. You rap villains, we feel the same way you feeling. Let it be known. What the blood clot you niggas dealing? You crash dummies, cash rules, still don't
Kind of
nothing move
acapella.
but the money.
Hey yo, strong arm that kid right there with wavy hair. Billy Johnson snatched the matters whip in Times Square. Took his Pumas, nameplate, Duke lost weight. Summer 88
Ghostface
started a
Killer.
fight at Can't Wait. Asked Dorothy, same kid, pussy up in Marcy. Blazing that Ted Rossi up in the Marquise. He lost like 100 ounces. Jake Russ's houses had him on the porch, ass no trousers. The souped up individual stuff, the new stuff. Same kid crying on the stand with Judge Kuffner. Kissed him with art numbers 3 to 9 style. Before he left, he flashed in his face like Denzel. Richard Dale took his beaver, undrew a ball in his whip. Musty dropped and split his wig with the heater. His shape up was all fucked up.
I
As
need
he
to
had
listen
me
to
laughing.
that.
God, you see how he was laid out in the grass with dirt in his mouth. Slim woke him up, told him he wild out. Blood leaking from his teeth, he smiled like he dumbed out. Big Bolo stacking his shit, financed the Volvo. He copping shit from a small coffee shop in Soho. He steal
alright.
pussy. He sell his dust up on the Lower East. Posing like he rap.
I love the production of like it cutting out another 10. Some of the I think maybe some of these tracks are gonna be 11s. So I'm done. I'm shocked. So listening to yeah, I get it a bit more. So there's a lot of like older rap fans and stuff like that I've always heard growing up, being like, oh, no rappers just don't have the same level of skill and stuff like that. And weirdly enough, I've listened to R.A. the Rugged Man, who is I think friends with a lot of Wu-Tang members, and he definitely sounds like it with some of his stuff. And it's like when I'm listening to him, it's like, I can kind of understand that. Like someone like a J. Cole today just does not stand up to any of these people. But in saying that, I think like Kendrick, I would say Kendrick does, and I think in like different ways with like Kanye being such like a creative producer and stuff like that, I think he does. But yeah, when it comes to like just technical ability, every single member here is incredible, and it's just better than like most rappers, even like ones that do traditional rap styles, because most rap now is like trap and stuff like that, so it has a different vibe to it. It's not it's not lyrical based as much or at all in a lot of cases. But if I'm even looking at like lyrical raps by like Jid's good. I like Jid, but like I think I probably would say that nearly all the members of Wu-Tang are more skilled, and so I kind of understand that opinion that used to be like would be seen as like derisive from my generation. I can kind of see more validity towards that now when I'm like listening to it, because before it felt like a different style. Like, we listen to like you listen to 36 Chambers and they're technically better, but it's like the production sounds older and stuff like that. So it's like, I can understand why someone would listen to newer rap compared to this. But this has such a timeless production quality to it that's like, damn, it really puts like their ability on display. It's so good. It's just so good. I desperately need to listen to some like Raekwon's albums, like Only Built for Human Links, Supreme Clientele, Iron Man. I need to listen to all that stuff. And I don't mean this to be shilly or anything like that. I just have 150 people on Patreon that sub for $5 a month, and I want to get to all of their requests as quickly as possible. So I can't listen to things on my own time. Maybe if after this album, I might pick for next month. I might do another Wu-Tang for myself, like because I can pick one album. I might do a Supreme Clientele, but overall, I would need at least just one person to request it. If you want to see me do Iron Man, if you want me to see me do any of the Wu-Tang members' albums, it just takes one request. I'm not trying to be greedy. I don't need like 30 people requesting the same thing. Every single person has the same amount of weight on a request. So if you sub $5, you get the album. It's not like you get a poll for 40 people and you need to have like a popularity contest to get the album. It's like, no, you get it straight away. And I would love for that. Just like one or two people just to sub so I can listen to specific, like the ones that I know about is like Raekwon and Ghostface Killer's albums. But if there's other solo albums that you think deserve more love or praise, because the ones that I hear about is always only about Cuban Links and Supreme Clientele. I don't really hear about other ones. Iron Man, a distant one, but I don't know any Method Man ones or Redman or anything like that. I think I've heard Blackout, but that was on my own volition before this channel. Yeah, I need to listen to them because they sound so fucking great. The production is so good.
Apocalypse now. Mind over matter, next batter be to cap. Put it on a platter, how much uncut? Raw shit we dealing with, murder track, what? Slang killing it, touched, you feeling it in your bloodstream, deadly venomous elixir. Hammer like sledge, that be sister. All in together now, follow me the mister. Map Candyman, farewell to the flesh. Death come in the scripture, 2001, bring the rap Armageddon. Let it be known, when you walk up in this dead zone, with all that whack shit, now you know you dead wrong. 1,000 last.
Detonate that, pussy mass and gill rap, cleanse that, the kids rank.
I need to listen to one beat
wild riding off, flow,
as well.
big boys, Oakland A's, stashed away blades, ventilation, let the sharks animate. Something shice like 7 butcher knives, rolling rover style twice, finger itchy like lice, hair fell out, something to conquer, stomp you like that cat Blanca, toy Tonka truck, 10 carat on your monster, bring rocky like fuck, switch sides like water ride,
so
the dad bubble life preserve the other guys now, fuck y'all, act wilder, the style wilder than the prayer mantis, chilling like.
As my brothers and I reign rebellious, changing the courses of time. Devils no longer exist, says God, cipher divine. All minds one, no question. Now check it. Perhaps we can go through lessons, or I might shot me a pussy for testing. Coming with that lip professing, you must take a law for fool. Where's his jewel? Is he using mathematics as a tool? Tell me, destroy Born's God and I came to build. Shit is so real inside you distill. Back in the form of mist, you wishing you did the knowledge before speaking. Seeking where you went wrong, and why would I bring you such physical harm?
Mine arson, my squadron surround the sound garden. Guns for hire, plus you under fire in the target. Sniper in the cipher.
Ari the Rugged Man sounds so much like Wu-Tang.
Bomb strike you like the mighty Thor, blast the door. Recite a page like a tidal wave past the shore. Two pulls, I'm wild like
especially Master Killer.
Pack a full house, it's girls' night out. Pull a handful, heavily laced. Stimulation, make it feel slow paced. I motivate and await my sober state.
Magnificent, heavenly to God, stay bent. 5% range whipping, so control of the lynch. Macabre ring, Stephen King, trauma down in Bangzine. My mood swing, suplexed off the road magazine. Coconut juice, walnut color shoe, knife annual. Moses lost the sandal, hiding the manual. Blow the banjo, bugging off a Bon Jovi hits. Grandma Lovey, famous murder weapon was a trophy. Seas posing in Oshkosh, guzzle garage, sabotage, massage, rap bandit at large. Wolverine, carnation milk, Wu denim jeans. Thurston Howell, the third kid's back on the scene. Call it chop me, cause every word is choppy. Malachi crunch out crows to death. Kumbayashi couldn't stop me getting caught up in my world. Haagen-Dazs swirl, back flipping the twirl, cave the whole world.
I'm so used to I'm so used to when I'm listening to like a verse or a rapper or something like that, the tracks to be perfect, but in such a different way, where like there will be peaks and valleys with how good something is. Like there will be a little of like a lull to be able to like build onto like a punchline or something like that. But when I'm listening to this album, it never stops. There's no dip. everything is just consistently like the wordplay, the topics that they're talking about, like everything is just so consistently smoothly amazing. And there is no like build up. It is just consistent, like just relentless. It's just so impressive. I just don't get that really. It's like just I know, yeah, it's just relentless. I love it. See, this is why I like old Dirty Bastard.
As high as Wu-Tang get, allow us pop this shit, just like black shoe fit. If you can wear it, but don't fuck with it.
Yo, too many songs, weak rhymes is mad long. Make it brief, son, half short and twice strong. No doubt you took time searching. Eventually, it was prime urgent for you to examine the rhyme merchant. Lace MCs with styles when they rhyme drunk on a label hunt until 20,000 out the trunk. 8 diagrams, sword swinging on my tank force. RZA throwing the disc, but then changed the bank source. It can't flow. Must be the speech impediment. You got lost off the snare, off impeached the president. Whether in Amsterdam, smoking 7 grams of green, venue packed 1,000 white teens in tight jeans. This witty, unpredictable shots is critical to analytical analogy. Insurance policies, why? He said he know that sound, then find a note. Couldn't recognize, blast him the fuck behind the ropes. Too many dope niggas I see starving. Catch a single deal, a possible plea bargain. Who slang regardless to whom or what. 5 mics, 5 nights, hanging from the balcony, dropping 25 flights. A fugitive bass playing rap czar, smoked the cigars, Prince on the strings of his guitar.
As high as Wu-Tang get, allow us pop this shit, just like black shoe fit. If you can wear it, but don't fuck with it.
It's like Joe Dirty Bastard is just such an amazing.
Doing exactly what the fuck a marijuana. This nigga nasty.
Like
deep in the dirty dungeon, bugging, loving.
Energy
the way these
and
rhymes
character.
keep coming at you, splash ya. Get your headpiece fractured with killer cuts from the Shropshire. Slash ya, rip shit up. Got this whole thing mastered. Show nothing MC, too good to be touched. John, bring the phenomenon I co-crush. MC, inferiorities, they froze up. Ice cold as we move on, saga unfold. Captivated by a saga that go untold. Like Go Banger, caught up in a cliffhanger. Yo, INS, another co-red. Danger, break out the vest, now it's tactical warfare. It's on here, come with your shield and hardware. It be on here, don't ever roam in the naked city. Aiming in stories, none pretty.
The chemistry is insane too.
Predictable condition and be critical. Piece the 10, getting high on your physical. This next drink is a toast to your memory. When I go, how many niggas gon' remember me?
As high as Wu-Tang get, allow us pop this shit, just like black shoe fit. If you can wear it, but don't fuck with it.
Like they're just. I'll give it a 9 just for now to be harsh, but if I'm being honest, I think all re-listens will have this stuff raised. But like Wu-Tang, it's like magical that they existed. Like every single member is incredibly unique, all bounce off each other really well. They all came up so early within the scene, and they're all just together, and there's so many members. Like when I think of rap groups, there is no one that comes close to Wu-Tang Clan. Like I think when you go to NWA, they're influential. Like you have Dr. Dre, you have Eazy-E, you have Ice Cube. Like that's fair, but I don't know. Like it doesn't seem like this. It also seems inconceivable that another group could even get close. Like, how can you when you have Jizza, Raekwon, Method Man, Dirty Bastard, RZA? Like you have all these people, and they're just so unique in themselves. But they're all just as talented as each other, or like close to. Like, I think there might be like some people that might be some members that are just like just a bit above notch. Like you go Jizza or Ghostface Killer or something like that. Are just a bit above. But like overall, like they're all like generationally talented each. Like if they were by themselves, they would be generationally talented. It's not like the boost of the Wu-Tang Clan is like the better than some of its parts. It kind of has that effect, but like overall, it's like these amazing generational artists by themselves. So to have all of them together, that early on, is, and it just will never happen again. Like I don't think anything like Wu-Tang will ever happen again. That level of just talent all in one place at the start of birth of like, there's like two genres that it feels like, three genres I would say that was like dominated modern music history, and that is rap, rock, and pop. Those are like the three main ones in my opinion in the last like 70, 80 years. So to have a genre that big be very close to the start of it, because like I think it's 75 was the start of hip-hop rap. Crazy, like within 15 years of it. Yeah, just what a special people. Holy shit.
I despise your killings and rapings. You're despicable. Are you my judge? It's just, you should be punished. I'm going to chop off your arm. So you ready?
Yeah. Check these hi-hats, things moving through the rubbish. Hardy, robust, rec room style for you brothers. Time's ticking, erupt, misconduct. Entering one fuck before the drum dry up. Dab, stab, jab, vocab slow. Alphabet run, construction voice might blow. Tap dance, swelling Hemingway, novel motto. For a breather, dirty reefer, hydro bottle, cut down. Come with something that's round and profound. Blood brothers, people of colors, we get down, watch us fly. Force feed things being said. Non-diagram, acid, black, evil, red leopards. My camper dangle, serious a man. My mic clapper, death wish, everlasting clan, heavenly god body. Know me as the
I don't know you,
night
God,
champion, old villain style
Wait,
steamer.
so good.
Kiss a spider, cigar saga, why bother? Godfather, talk drama, fly swatters.
You gods never mentioned. I wonder
This
why.
move should be hard to kill in full
For me,
blown.
like, I know
Rhymes
that about
filtered
it.
through the net before words hit the chrome. Pro Tools editing tracks that's rough. Cause a jam without a live MC isn't enough, so we attack this and grab all within reach. Throw the scrap back to niggas, perfect your own speech. Shit is copper. It ain't worth the mic stands used by backup singers in Atlantic City bands. Niggas look on and get hooked on this mic line. Reeled in and shift through the pipeline. LPs delivered with style and potential. Niggas flowing smoothly in a sequential order. Revealing hidden tape recorders. Stats inside pockets of those who lack aura.
Twist the deck up, them niggas with math is backed up. Watch he act up, 52 block track, we slap up. Playground maneuver, jet to Vancouver like this. Two Kaluas, one chick, she's German Luger, get the shit on. Light a fresh pack, bust it open with the seal on. Done, deal on this with the reel on. Next, Rocky, ring, call it the Decatur. Slang souffle, a whole decorator. Player, Mike immigrants, 9 of us form resemblance. Something flashy, guard dead arm is nasty. Peep the ornaments, enough to make shorty wop stare at me. Yo, he killed the guard, might as well throw a chair at me.
Yo, MC's wonder, what's hip-hop thunder? Tell you the truth, it's just one nation under a groove. Getting down for the funk of it. And Fred Sanf in the bitch. Yo, when held is paraphernalia, a rule memorabilia, mailed by the fortune teller. Try to tell you about the coop, we scoop up cream like wires, then spread across the globe like telephone wires. 36 and sorted, shallon imported, chambers been recorded. You're fucking with the loot, time for royalty audit. Fabulous establishment, metabolism, Blackfoot Indian, Cherokee started out smaller than amphibian, then grew to a physical body with 5 meridians. As the pendulum swings, posting the millenniums 2000, wickedness is spread amongst my citizen. I got a muscle to industrial to make a hustle, and politic with Leo and Russell, when niggas are still rushing and rushing.
Also, like, there's so, I'm sorry to pause it. There's so many artists that I absolutely adore that I now think were influenced by Wu-Tang Clan, but they never really mentioned it. Like, for example, I said Chipmunk Soul, which is the name of whatever the fuck Kanye does on his first albums. And I love College Dropout, and also, like, Blueprint by Jay-Z. I haven't heard that album yet, but, like, apparently there's Chipmunk Soul on that. There was that on that. Like, there was this, like, pitched up soul sample as the backing, which is, like, what basically Chipmunk Soul means. It's just a very... I usually have a sample basis for a track, and you pitch up the soul sample real hard. I love that. I didn't know that. A lot of the sounds here, like, you have, it kind of sounds like television samples of, like, people talking. Very MF Doom to me. I did not know that. I'm falling in love with Wu-Tang Clan. I loved 36 Chambers, and I thought that was an amazing album. But I didn't love Wu-Tang. Like, I didn't fully... But it's like, I still wanted to go to experience that concert, because in my lifetime, it would be a genuinely once in a lifetime opportunity because that this is their last tour. But now I'm so happy I listened to this before going, which is in 6 days I go to it, because I'm just in love with them now. Like this album is unbelievable.
The brain ignite, blowing the mic to Arabian heights as I recite this medley. Niggas couldn't fuck with the deadly grounds I hold down. Classical gangland style. Shots hit the ceiling, panic and confusion echoes through the building. Continuing the bill, I strive for perfection, driven by the will to live. Blocks I hold, shots I give, while searchers and rescue teams look for means of survival or who's liable for this harrowing experience. You scream for the extreme, fiend for the capital regimes of the Wu-Tang Academy to fuck up your anatomy with assault and battery.
I'm so blown away that there's no way they can keep this up for 27 songs, right? It has to disappoint me at some point. Like, this sound just reminds me so much of the aggressive sample usage in MF Doom stuff. I love it. Also, they're very, like, different beats. There was, like, some classical, like, string samples they were using for, like, 2 tracks. But overall, like, it's quite eclectic. Like, the first one, first track's drum instrument, this one, for example.
Spitting out of my grill before it hit the sky with springtime colors. Juicy as a sun kiss, certain bros double dust this. They carve it in they wrist, Pillsbury blazes. Straighten the combs left on the stove, closing my lady here. Plus yours to look old guard, the old chain and ball technique. Got these vegetable lasagna niggas in they whips, jumping out they seats 18. Bronzeman part 2, we like Dorothy Hamill on ice. We in your hood, we might circle. Hats down low on the range, switch lanes, change my tire, peel out, real loud and stain. Yo, I sit it on your hood, kid. I sit it on your hood. Got to your burner too late. I'm looking real good, draped out, sounding like a fresh 50-cent piece. Your girlfriend, come here, oh shit. You my
There's so much punch to these beats.
Bombs made of clay. Sescapades take place. We fucking 48 shades. Might walk up in your studio time, slap your engineer. Light a fluid, your dad's down. Hand me the match now.
Rainbow rollie on the wrist. Now what's this? Niggas bless this. 8.5 Bally banana twist. Eat shakes, puffing on pine.
There's like some of the best like lyricism and rhyming I've heard. They like master every language. It's crazy.
That nigga man savage. Stationary hall of justice. Niggas came chromed out, just came home. Now they boned out. Money be longer than triple life. To the sun burn out. That's my work. Moving with the burner out. Fidel way of thinking. We're with the Mac Ben accent. Most of my team 5%. Check with the live sin. Rolling with guest vest, pedestrian Joe. Holding my nuts. Fucking $1,000 lesbian.
Yo, the older guard put me on and had to rock this. Maintain 360, Lord, live prosperous. Only takes a lesson a day just to analyze life one time in a respectable mind. Yo, the older guard put me on and had to rock this. Maintain 360, Lord, live prosperous. It only takes a lesson a day just to analyze life one time in a respectable mind.
Let the shot spark soon as his pit bull barks. Tire scars from skid marks, leaves from jams in school parks. Witness, forget his original statement. Even in protection programs, there's no escapement. Gun down, fleeing town, hit came from 7 crowns. Spent rounds, catching Wally Rhyme at the Zebra Lounge. Wounded back in the 83 summer heat, up in 309 Park, rhyming off the drummer's beat. I stalk the city streets, demonstrating Mike Rex. Onlookers think I ain't playing with a full deck. And as they nervously stare, I know they're scared. They sorta coming to whoop in neon in Times Square, household name. assassin, killer bee, milk to the grain, that possessable, killer.
I think this
those that bite camouflage and blend those
verse is just like a tiny bit lower than ours, but like still amazing. It just doesn't have the same punch as the other one, and I'm nitpicking. I'll give that a 9 for sure. Still though, like it's still just absolutely atrocious. Like it's crazy. Also, like I feel like with modern, I mean this. I don't know if I mean this with love. With Eminem, since Eminem, there's been a lot of like I feel like rap since Eminem has been a lot of style over substance. Or not even that. It's like the veneer of style because their deliveries, like there's a lot of rappers that were inspired by Eminem and they're like, oh, fast lyrical miracles. And like if you look at their rhymes, yeah, sure, they might be technically good, but they don't have the energy. They don't have the charisma. They don't have the delivery. And what I love about Wu-Tang is all of their deliveries are insane. Like they have some of the best lyricism of just like pen game I've heard and seen, but it's not without showmanship. Like they are able to, like I even if they didn't have some of the sickest bars and ways that they manipulate the language, just their presence on the mic is like, I'm gonna like this. Like this would be nice. But it's just nice that they have that aspect. It's a very holistic, they're very holistic artists where it feels like if I want lyrical, I have to go to a certain person. If I want conscious, I have to go to a certain person. If I want vibes, I can go to a certain person. But it's like Wu-Tang, I was all of it. If I want really good production, I have to go to a different like another artist. But it's like, no, Wu-Tang just has everything in their chamber. Pun intended, I guess.
Yo, but who else you gonna do with? But bust it though, baby, bust it. Who else you gonna do?
It's dedicated to all you bitches.
Oh my god.
She had a hella fine ass, can ass, grew my home in the past. Nigga Red gave me gonorrhea, pussy dick to the tippy toe like ballerina. Boy, you should have seen her. She had a baby face cream of Farina's, called her talking Tina. I put my dick in a room, she blew my head like a balloon. I had her walking on the moon.
Yo, I seen you at the 5 and dime, wasting your time. Oh, you shine. I'm looking at your ass from behind. You walk by smelling like watermelon. You might make me a felon. My eyeballs swelling. My nuts start yelling. Excuse me.
This hasn't aged topically very well, but like they're rapping well.
After that, we could cheat. Laid on the bed, handcuffed with hard meat. Long stroke, smack it and broke. Nothing can't stop my continuous poke. Compound, porno flick music. Daddy came with it when I wrote it.
Dirt dog be bouncing on bitches like frog. I pollute the air up like small bitch. I'm up in my jacuzzi, peeping this smoothie. My bitches are floozy. Dirt dog ain't choosy. Pussy move me. Pretty black dick up in the booty. I like it muddy and swampy. By now you find your ass up shitty creaky. Don't got no fucking room. Me and my mama and my
this is just like no one would make a track like this anymore.
Small, I got used to the squeeze. Fuck that shit. I'm through with this bitch. Oh, hen, please. Can't get a bank of these welfare cheese. Now I can blow 50 G's overseas. I'm doing the breeze in my A50.
Suicidal, she been in more hotels than Bibles. Idol worshiping bitch, rather than type to make vital. Strong on how the bitch maneuver the tongue from the top of his deck to the bottom of his ass split. I told the car the jet crank, this wicked bitch was a harlot, but had her trapped up inside the Charlotte web. She was the choosy fuck for moving and loosely. Cigarette, pussy stay wet and juicy like lemons. Big ass and tight denim. Had the most faithful niggas sinning against the women and enjoy to watch relationships get destroyed. This unemployed welfare bitch was non-void and shameless. Her attitude was blameless, even though she had 100 dicks on her nameless. Her obsession caused niggas to get the ass cheek injection. The bitch lied, said she had urinary tract infection. I tried to warn him and bomb him, but she condom. Caused a nigga to fuck a raw dog without no condom.
You people are all trying to achieve the impossible. That's
I would say, like, I would say it's great,
but you'll fail.
but I can't say it's much more because I don't think I could play this in public or with other people around.
And the one after them.
But it's really good rapping, and also I love this sample usage that they're using here.
Yo,
This goes for all my brothers and sisters locked down, for all my peoples incarcerated, for those who ain't make it. Yo, in the housing, thousands seen early graves. Victims of worldly ways, memory stays engraved. All my live brothers is locked down with high numbers. The young hunger blind to these lies, they die younger in this new world. The order slaughter men, women, and children. 10 feet gates surround the building, keep us sealed in. The project, life was like a Vietnam vet. Constant war, sever threats of enemy conquest. Crooked cops call my building complex, that's in the rumble. Streets are like a jungle, can't let my cipher crumble. Vivid thoughts, devils resort to trick knowledge. They kick garbage, lust for chicks and quick dollars. I know the pain the game bring, I did the same thing. Spaced out in the staircase, performing a sting. It's hard to keep control. I bless those who seek a scroll, trying to reach a whole nation and break the sleeper hold. Not a role model, I walk a hard road to follow. I sold bottles of sorrow, then chose poems and novels. The gospel was told, some souls will swallow whole. Mentally they fold, and they eventually sold the life and times. Deadly like the virus designed, but too minute to dilute the scientist's mind.
You can't party your life away,
Drink your life away.
smoke your life away,
Fuck your life away.
dream your life away,
Scheme your life away.
cause your seeds grow up the same way.
A voice cries from the wilderness of the north, a representation of the families that lost one, or victims of incarceration, or other divisions of the family structure. Youths are injected with serums that leads to skin irritations. Babies being born with disfigurations, experimentations on the faces, there bear variations of mothers that carry the pain of bloodstained streets where sisters mourn and wail. Fifth brother's been slain from hails of gunfire. It lightly begins to rain, screams of terror are hidden by the passing trains. This can't be little Hussein, his uncle cries as he drops to his nephew's side holding his cane. Just give me a name on who has inflicted this bitter sickness. They left us to
I love these
witness.
tracks that are like tears in this one. Very storytelling
From
based.
war, innocent blood spills for days. Soothing godly ways, hands silent in praise. Tree of life, more precious than rubies, golden game. The wise shall flourish, inherit halls of fame. Crime visions in my blood got me locked in prison while we die hard living. People whine about religion, vision. Glow spinning, sinning, killing. What's revealing is a never-ending battle with no ending or beginning. Listen, zero process progress, become the hunted. America's most wanted. Good life flaunted, wanted. Some of the speed, some satisfied need, some wanna be down. Young gun seed, jungle breed. The strong must feed. Someone die, someone bleed. One flew astray, and it caught my little seed. Can it be? The ice savage trife life made me grab the knife. The righteous man was beat with many stripes, pipes. Taking my energy, breathe, but all the rest. Cause the good die young and the heart die best.
You can't party your life away, drink your life away,
Smoke your life away.
fuck your life away,
Dream your life away.
scheme your life away, cause your seeds grow up the same way. Cause your seeds grow up the
This could be
same
like
way.
one of those tracks that get 11th on a re-listen, but yeah, this is
Y'all
perfect.
bitches love dances and pulling down your pants while your man's on tour. You spending up his advances. Your friends ain't shit. All they do is drink, smoke, and suck dick. The whole project's a trapped in six. You either high school dropouts, 1 to 3 cop-outs, 15 years old, shorty ass and top out. 99-cent beer drinking, pussy stinking, fucking so much your ass and titties start shrinking. New world order, slave trade, minimum wage, Medicaid. Can the devil fool a Muslim nowadays? Inside my lab, I'm going mad. Took 2 drags off the blunts and started breaking down the flag. The blue is for the Crips, the red is for the Bloods. The white's for the cops, and the stars come from the clubs or the slugs that ignites through the night by the dawn early light. Why suns fight for the stripe?
As we dwell through this concrete hell, calling it home, I'ma say, take your time, young man, and build your own. Don't wind up like your old dad, still searching for them glory days he never had. So many bad wanna scheme for American dream. No more kings, the cash rule everything now. We going down. These babies looking up to us. It's up to us. The Million Man March MCs get on the bus, but envy, greed, lust, and hate separate. Build a devil mind state. Blood cannot relate no longer. Brothers, we unstable, like Cain when he slew Abel, killing each other.
You can't party your life away, drink your life away,
Smoke your life away.
fuck your life away,
Dream your life away.
scheme your life away. Cause your seeds grow up the same way. Cause your seeds grow up the same way. Cause your seeds grow up the
It's so
same
interesting
way.
because Cash Still Rules is obviously trying to play off Cream. But I feel like this one, it feels like a pretty decent spiritual successor to that. Like you have like, yeah, it feels like a very decent spiritual successor to it, with what it's talking about. And also this is like one of the examples whenever I listen to like 90s hip hop, because rap became the predominant genre, so you hear these talking points less, or you hear them more by just like racist right-wing commentators that like rap is like degenerates that just like make you want to like materialistic and do crime and sleep with women, all that sort of shit. So like you only hear that for modern rap music when it comes from the most right-wing people imaginable. I don't know if that was the case back in 90s, but like when I grew up listening about it, it's like there was always the stigma surrounding rap and hip-hop, especially because of the gangster rap and stuff like that. A massive stigma towards them being like promoting a bad lifestyle and stuff like that. Despite the fact that if you look at like a bunch of rock fucking lyrics, they're just pedophiles in all of their songs for whatever reason. They're like 15 years old, really hot. They'll just say that in every single fucking song they write back in like the 60s to like the 90s in rap, in rock songs, or late 80s. So there's that, which I have an issue with, but like also it feels like it erases nearly every single classic hip hop album. I expected it is to just be shock shit, and the closest you can get to is NWA, but they have Fuck the Police and Straight Outta Compton from that one too. But I guess you could argue that it goes into the gangster aesthetics as well, but it clearly doesn't as well. But like if I go to Ready to Die, it feels like people would have zero media literacy if you think the purpose of that entire story is to be Biggie. And the same thing with like a lot of tracks. If you go to any Tupac, like All Eyes on Me, or if you go to Us Against the World or Me Against the World or something like that, forget the name. It feels like there's a massive broad brush put onto the legends of the scene when I was growing up to be like, oh, they just talk about money hoes and all that sort of shit. And it's like, they just don't. Like, there's songs like this, there's songs like Tears. Also, there's basically no songs on here that are like that except Maria a bit. But even then, like that, if I'm picking up on the lyrics enough, I wish I could do more. They're actually just a lot more intricate with their references and everything like that than modern rap, which I feel like is relatively easy to get through. If I'm taking like Maria, I'm pretty sure that is also just about a prostitute, and like a story of her, like doing a bit of a story. It's vulgar. I would say that one's like the most vulgar, where you can maybe make that criticism, but like nothing here you can make that criticism for. But like everything classic hip hop gets labeled with that brush, and it's just so cringe.
Machine gun rap for all my niggas in the back. Stadium pack, linebacker nigga, flash stack, see-through yellow lines. Rock a fly jersey in the summertime, guard. Magic marker rap, bleed Benadine, relax, wrote this. Coming at your crab ass, coping, snatch your ice off. Chilling in the back, throw the lights off. Waves, water blend, rhyme flowing, slow motion. Thick snare, I feel it like a snail in the ocean. What's your wish? Wanna kringle like Chris? Melodic single dart, snap a nigga just like fish. You fucked up, some rich niggas you done test, yo. Select the wrong department, and niggas pulled up your dress, style molest that, canal chain nigga, where your vets at, flex and make
just
me
like,
wanna bless that, yo, Saddam Hussein niggas like the torch, we flaming niggas, autograph that, flatten all the main niggas.
The world in the palm of your hand, 23 million of useful land, the seed in the black woman, double LP from Wu-Tang Clan.
Double LP.
Super freak physique like Raphael Sadiq. Baby love the ganja leaf every day of the week. Super friends wake up, deluxe gourmet beats. The night is right, I might find me a suite. It's a quarter full moon, I ride, woman swoon. Well groomed, dance hall pack, full room. Lady move, peep my glide, peep my zoom. Keep and strive, smoke the lie, smoke the boom. Feel the fumes, consume toxic tunes. Hellbound, species 40-ounce typhoon. The ultraviolet screen machine, move your body, touch. The totem pole wobble, arc, builders guards rush. Beams of light,
rapping
stop
is
your
so
breathing.
sick.
It's hunting season. Honey eyeballing down for no reason.
It's just some of the best ever.
And wax floors, never mind the laws, cause tonight
it's yours. Stop the fade up the round, blast my watch through my preamp. The can't best to revamp, the shit'll get black. At full throttle, hot lead propels throughout my nozzle. Crack
I love this voice, and it reminds me of like this sort of vocal passage on Tears. This is my favorite part of the entire album.
I stand close to walls, like number 4 the lizard, and channel through solar panels, blast off like Roman candles, rap vandals, stomp your ass like Wahoo McDaniel. You cocker spaniel dogs, get fucked with our catalog. Put your lights out and leave your brain inside a fog. It's only natural, actual facts are thrown at you. The impact will blow trees back and crack statues.
It's a very simple beat, but like it doesn't matter because their performances are so great.
We live this, fitted hats low, conceal the crooked eye. No surprise, verbal stick
kind of allows like the rapping to
split second on the drawer, blow the door off the shit like
be highlighted.
C4. It's yours, the world in the palm of your hand. It's yours, 23 million of beautiful land. It's yours, the seed in the black woman. It's yours, double LP from Wu-Tang Clan. It's yours, yours, yours. It's yours, yours.
It shows you just how many members there are, how discerning they were on 36 Chambers. Because if anyone can make a 27 song album that's amazing, it's a group with like 9 people.
Evergreen smoking the stakes. Bond and power made me treacherous. With third down, 6 to go. Flash of strobe lights, some open risen hit me off lovely, and I love them with root beer thoughts. Here's a tennis court for your birthday. The baby face of rap politic with Sade. Avenging Eagle Crooks, rock the W and Spiegel books. And Bush Kings came through and stopped your whole juke, spit fire Kangos. Watch Tony train a gang of hoes. Painful like hearing the news, like when your man go. Ends blow, windy at times. Watch the room shake. Your girl love to sit out the song. Now watch your water break.
The world in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, it's amazing. Dude, like I'm so glad I'm listening to this. I'm wondering what the second LP would be about. Cause it's like 16 tracks. It's a lot.
Yo, the 1-2-1-2, yo, live.
I don't write interludes. I'd assume this is a bit like that.
Comedy known to y'all as the RZA. Yo, before we go on to side 2 or side B of this double CD, I'm saying I want to give y'all a little announcement, man. For the last year, there's been a lot of music coming out. The shit been weak, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas try to take hip hop and make that shit R&B, rapping bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Or make that shit funk. Fuck that. This is MCing right here. This is hip hop.
It's interesting because they did have like
I got the
vocals
Jizz on my
stuff.
side, Killer Priest, Sons of Man, Royal Fam, Killer Army, Grave Diggers, 12 o'clock. Yo, we wanna let y'all niggas know something, man. To my people all across the world, Japan, Europe, you know what I'm saying, Canada, you know what I mean, Austria, Germany, Sweden, yo, this is true hip hop you listening to right here. In the pure form, this ain't no R&B with a whack nigga taking a loop. We looping that shit thinking it's gonna be the sound of the culture, you know what I'm saying?
It did end up being it, right?
Player dressing up when this shit acting like this some kind of fashion show, man. You know what I'm saying? This is hip hop right here. You know what I'm saying? This is lyrics, MCing. And yo, and to y'all niggas who think you're gonna become an MC overnight, you know what I'm saying? You better snap out that fucking dream, man. It takes years for this. You cat in the hat ass rappers, you Dr. Seuss, Mother Goose, simple-minded.
Stop running up on niggas with all that whack shit.
What up, man?
I'm talking about you MC.
You ain't no MC. Niggas ain't made for this, you know what I'm saying? This shit was only built.
This sounds very egotistical, but like, I agree with them on this point, like the simple-minded, like it takes years to do that sort of thing, because I genuinely think if like it was my job and it was like I had to survive to, like I had to do this to survive, I think if you gave me like a few months, I'd be able to write anything J. Cole writes. I would be able to. It's like his raps are very simple, like his rhyming is very simple. I think if you gave me 6 months, I could write his entire catalog. But if you gave me years, I couldn't do anything of Wu-Tang. I just like the reason I say it's magical is I for the record, I am about to graduate with a bachelor's in communications and media studies, majoring in communications, which is just writing, and journalism with a minors in social studies and political science and philosophy. So like I could write something, I have that background, but like this, the way they write is magical to me. It's like I could never see it. Where like when I'm listening to a J. Cole thing, it's like his rhymes is like, if you cut off before the punchline, and you gave me like 5 attempts, I would always be able to hit like what song he's going to rhyme that word with, or how he's going to rhyme that word, or how he's going to say it. Like I could always auto-complete what he's writing. When it comes to Wu-Tang, I can't. That's why it feels magical to me. It just like it bewilders me. Yeah.
Cuban links, we told y'all niggas back then, and now everybody want to change their motherfucking name. You know what I'm saying? We come out with a style, everybody want to imitate our style. And all you producers out there, you know what I'm saying? It's all good to show love to a nigga, but stop biting my shit. You know what I'm saying? Come from your own heart with this shit. You know y'all MCs, stop biting for my niggas. We told y'all niggas on the fucking Cuban Link album, don't bite our shit. Y'all niggas keep biting. I'ma tell y'all something, man. It's time for the Wu Revolution right here. So all my niggas across the world, raise a motherfucking fist in the air and get ready for the triumph, because the gods is here to take over this shit. Word up. Peace.
How does Wu-Tang feel about Linkin Park? Wild question. But he's saying like, I don't want you to bite, don't want you to bite. Mike Shinoda is so clearly influenced by Wu-Tang, and he said he's influenced by Wu-Tang. It's actually probably part of the reason why I fuck with this, because when I was growing up, like the main metal band that I listened to was Linkin Park. So I wonder how he feels about that. Like, have they ever had like interactions? Are they on good terms, sort of thing? I'll actually look it up now. Fuck it. I tried to look it up, and there seems to be literally no comments about like my show talking about meeting Wu-Tang members or Wu-Tang members ever talking about Linkin Park. So I'm actually curious if there is any information on that.
What y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this shit.
Sample.
Wu-Tang is here forever, motherfuckers. This 97, I, my niggas and my niggerettes. Let's do it like this. I'ma rub your ass in the moonshine. Let's take it back to 79.
I bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses can't define how I be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform armed robbery, flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. Battle scarred shogun, explosion when my pen hits. Tremendous, ultraviolet shine blind forensics. I inspect, view through the future, see millennium. Killer bees sold 50 gold, 60 platinum. Shackling the masses with drastic rap tactics. Graphic displays melt the steel like blacksmiths. Black Wu jackets, queen bees ease the Gunson. Rumbling with patrolmen, tear gas, lace the function. Heads by the score, take flight inside a war. Ticks hit the floor, die hard fans demand more. Behold the bold soldier, control the globe slowly. Proceeds the blow, swinging swords like shinobi. Stomp grounds and found footprints in solid rock. Who got it locked, performing live on your hottest fly?
As the world turns, I spread like germ. Bless the globe with the pestilence. The hard-headed never learn. This my testament to those burned. Play my position in the game of life, standing firm. On foreign land, jump the gun out the frying pan. Into the fire, transform into the Ghost Rider. A 6-pack and a street car named Desire. Who got my back in the line of fire holding back? What? My peoples, if you with me, where the fuck you at? Niggas is strapped and they tryna twist my beer cap. It's court adjourned for the bad seed from bad sperm. Herb got my wig fried like a bad perm. What the blood? Clots. We smoke pot and blow spots. You wanna think twice? I think not. Now Iron Lung ain't got to tell you where it's coming from. Guns and Navarone, tearing up your battle zone. Rip through your slums.
I twist darts from the heart. Try to intrude, loop my voice on the LP. Martini on the slang rock, certified chatterbox. Vocabulary Donna talking. Tell your story walking. Take cover, kid, what? Run for your brother, kid. Run for your team. And your 6 can't rhyme groupies. So I can squeeze with the advantage and get wasted. My deadly notes reign supreme. Your fort is basic compared to mine. Domino effect, arts and crafts. Paragraphs contain cyanide. Take a free ride on my thought. I got the fashion. Catalog for all y'all that all praise due to God.
The saga continues. Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang.
Olympic torch flaming. We burn so sweet. The thrill of
I love
victory.
this production. Also the rapping. Like,
crush slow. Flaming deluxe slow. Poor. Judgment day cometh. Conquer. It's war. Allow us to escape hell. Globe spinning bomb. Pocket full of shells out the sky. Golden arms. Tune spit the shitty Mortal Kombat sound. The fake false step make the blood stain the ground. A jungle junkie. Vigilante tantrum. A death kiss. Catwalk. Squeeze another anthem. Hold it for ransom. Tranquilize with anesthesias. My orchestra. Graceful. Music ballerinas. Texas, my music Sicily, rich California smell, an axe kill adventure, paint a picture well. I sing a song from Sing Sing, sipping on ginseng, righteous wax chaperone, rotating ring
March of the
kings.
wooden soldiers, see cypher punks couldn't hold us. 1,000 men rushing in, not one nigga was sober, perpendicular to the square. We stand gold like flare, escape from your dragon's lair. In particular, my
Who is
beat
doing
travel
this?
like a
I gotta
vortex
look at
through your
this
spine to
person.
the top of your cerebral cortex, make you feel like you busting up from raw sex. Enter through your right ventricle,
Because they
clog up
sound
your
so
bloodstream,
unique and
hot terminal,
sick.
like Grand Central Station.
Is it Capadonna?
Got fat baselines on ovation, getting drunk like a fuck, I'm ducking 5-year probation.
War of the masses, the outcome disastrous. Many of the victim families saved their ashes. A million names on walls engraved in plaques.
That's you,
Those
God,
who went
right?
back receive penalties for their acts. Another heart is torn, as close ones mourn. Those stray niggas get slayed on the song.
The track renders helpless and suffers from multiple stab wounds and leaked sounds that's heard 93 million miles away from came one to represent the nation. This is a gathering of the masses that come to pay respects to the Wu-Tang clan. As we engage in battle, the crowd now screams in rage. The hot chief Jamel Ari takes the stage. Light is provided through sparks of energy from the mind that travels in rhyme form, giving sight to the blind. The dumb are mostly intrigued by the drum. Death only one can save self from. This relentless attack of the track spares none.
Yo, fuck that. Look at all these crab niggas laid back. Lamping light and gray and black. Room is on my man's rack. Codeine was tossing your drink. You had a navy green, Solomon the fiend. Bitches ever heard you scream. You two-faced, the scum of the slum. I got your whole body numb. Blowing like Shalimar in 81 sound convincing. $1,000 cork pop convincing. Hands like Sonny Liston. Give fly permission, hold the fuck up. I'll fasten your wig, bad luck. I'll humiliate. Separate the English from the Dutch. It's me. Black Noble Jew Ali. Came in threes, we like the Genovese. Sasso, season these degrees is Earth. 93 million miles from the first rough turbulence. The wave burst, split the megahertz.
Hey yo, that's amazing. Gun in your mouth talk. Verbal foul hawk. Connect thoughts to make my man chow walk. Swift notarizer, blue tank. All up in the high riser. New York gang visor. Word tranquilizer, just a dosage. Delegate my clan with explosives. Wow, my pen blow lines ferocious. Mediterranean. See y'all, the #1 draft pick. Say down the beat guard. The delegate guard, the seagull. The swift chancellor. Flex the white gold tarantula. Track truck diesel. Play the we guard. Substantial. Max mostly. Undivided then sliding. Sickening. Guaranteed. Made him jump like Rod Strickland.
Like, when I'm listening to it, like, I am just humbled. Well, like, to an insane degree. Because it's, when I'm listening to some rap, there's, like, obviously when they're talking about their experiences and stuff like that, I'll always have some humble nature to what they're talking about. Because it's like, oh, they'll have a understanding of the issues to a level that I wouldn't be able to have because I never experienced it. I've only read about it and all that sort of stuff, right? Like, think any of, like, I don't know, the 90s crime waves and police brutality and all that sort of stuff. It doesn't matter how much I read. It's like I can't get the lived experience. But with the way that Wu-Tang writes their words, I have a respect for them where not only do I feel like they just have a different experience, like they're just much more wise than I could ever be. Their grasp on the English language straight up just feels like, oh, okay, like in any regard, I am not an equal when it comes to my knowledge on the topic, despite the fact that I read into this stuff so much, especially like, and I've done like 20,000 word fucking assignments on similar shit. Like with like 150 sources, it doesn't matter. Their use of the English language and their references and everything they're saying is like, oh, I could spend, I feel like, weeks combing through their lyrics and then learning stuff from that. It's just crazy how dense it is, and how magical the wordplay is. It truly does. Just, yeah, I guess I'm speechless.
Check it. Yo, check the method
Oh my
of this shit
god,
right here
another
one time.
beautiful.
Sparking your brain cells to the utmost. Unlimited epidemics being spreaded. No, let's try and add on for y'all niggas. Yo, Using other 5 elements to search for the higher intelligence. Women walk around celibate, living irrelevant. The most benevolent king, communicating through your dreams. Mental pictures been painted, a lost heard and seen everywhere. Throughout your surrounding atmosphere, troposphere, thermosphere, stratosphere. Can you imagine for one single idea? Everything appeared here. Understand it makes my truth crystal clear. Innocent black immigrants locked in housing tenements. 85% tenants dependent welfare recipients. Stapleton's been stamped as a concentration camp. At night I walk through third eyes bright as a street lamp. Electric micros, robotic probes, taking telescope pictures of the globe. Babies getting pierced with microchips stuffed inside the earlobes. Then examinated, blood contaminated, vaccinated, lies fabricated, exaggerated authorization, food and drug administration, testing poison in prison population. My occupation is to stop the inauguration of Satan. Some claim that it was rating, so I come to slay men like Bartholomew, cause every particle is physical, article is diabolical to the last visible molecule. A space night like Ron, consume planets like Unicron, blasting photon bombs from the arm like Galvatron.
United Nations, gunfire style patient, formulating rap, plural acapella occupation, conquer land like Napoleon. Military bomb fest, we want sanitary food, planetary conquest. Thug people's on some hardcore body shit. Get your shit together for the fucking Illuminati hit. Dreams is free and escape is sleep. For a fool, peep jewels, keep tools for tough time. The ruler rough mind, elevate, stay behind. The sun gotta shine, keep on, cremate the whole Babylon. Time's up, move on. Kings on your pawn, checkmate. No fakes approach through the gate, case closed. Fakes get froze when it comes time. Chosen ones will hold the guns. We take flight with no fright and attack. Never fear cause our words is clear. Once been done can't be undone, son. We can't care cause the last days and times are surely here. Snakes and flakes get flung by the righteous ones. Divine minds bond, we unified as one. Have a black hope, we have broke, smoke a bowl of weed shit. Our everlasting essence stay flying over Egypt.
I'm sorry I'm not talking as much as I usually do in reactions. It's just like, I'm truly fully engrossed and feel like I'm just learning. And just and enamored with their skill.
Kimmy, don't go, son, nigga, you my motherfucking heart. Stay still, son, don't move. Just think about Keeper. Should be 3 of January, your young guard needs you. The ambulance is taking too long. Everybody get the fuck back. Excuse me, bitch, give me your jack. 1718 911 low battery. Damn, blood coming out his mouth, he bleeding badly. Nah, Jamie, don't start that shit. Keep your head up. If you escape hell, we're getting fucked up. When we was 8, we went to Bat Day to see the Yanks. In 69,
this is gonna be an 11 on the re-listen.
He pointed to the charm on his neck with his last bit of energy left. Told me rock it with respect. I opened this scene, the guard holding his kids. Photogenic, tears just burst out my wig. Plus he dropped one. Oh shit, here come his old earth with no shoes on, screaming, holding her breast with a gown on. She fell on him lightly, touched his jaw, kissed him, rubbed his hair, turned around, the ambulance was there. Plus the blue coats, officer low.
They're so good at storytelling.
He strip searched the guard and gave him back his coat, bitches.
I want to hear more of their storytelling.
On Helen in the back of a cop car, dirty talk shit telling, but suddenly a chill came through. It was weird, felt like my man was cast out my heaven. Now we share laid on his stretcher, blood on his wallies like ketchup, deep like the Paul assassination with a sketch of it. It can't be from you who the leads. Second grade hump the teachers about to leave. Finally, this close chapter comes to an end. He was announced, pronounced dead, y'all. At 12:10.
Now what my man is trying to tell y'all is that across the whole globe, the murder rate is increasing and we decreasing.
90s
so
murder rates.
When you play with guns, son, that causes the conflict of you going against your own. You hear me? So let's pay attention, straight up and down, cause this is only a story from the real.
Yeah, I guess there's so many things that actually I want to go back. I'm gonna go back, and there was like he spoke specifically about a place. It was such a good story that makes me want to look up to. Stapleton's been stamped as a concentration camp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up because I'm very interested about that. But also to then chat about just like in general before I do slight research in between tracks. The way he, like he's talking about like the murder rates and stuff like that going a lot higher, and then the 90s were just crazy when it got like looking at any of the stats with like crime or anything like that. Like the 90s were just out of this world insane. And it makes it so weird because it's like, to this day, we have like, this is a fake statistic, but I'm pretty sure like we have like fucking like half or less than half of the crime that we had at the peak of the 90s today, but it's like dominating every political discussion. Like if you got, it's just either it be like people thinking immigrants are coming in causing it, either you think like youth crime is a massive thing. That's like a thing that's in every Australian election every like 4 years. It's like, oh, youth crimes out of line, and it's also not. Like if you look, if you just look up the stats, it's not. It's gone down. And that's the same with like most places around the globe, but it's spoken about, and it feels a bit gross to me because it's like, especially because it's from people that have lived during the 90s. It's like we can just look at the stats like around the globe. It wasn't just America. It's like around the globe, 90s were fucked when it came to criminality, and it's like, and murders and everything like that. And it's just like how do you, it just feels insensitive in a way to be go on about it. It's like you're taking away from just how bad it can actually get, because like the 90s is considered like nostalgic, but it had insane crime that we just don't see today. But yeah, I'll look up Sampleton. I looked up at Sampleton's a place in Staten Island. I looked up some genius annotations for it so I could have like a better understanding and stuff, because sadly, so a lot of it seems to go over my head. As much as like if I go into a Kendrick album, I'm able to, I feel like, pick up on most stuff. And even like, but a lot of the stuff that they talk about goes over my head. I wonder if it's like just a generational difference, like the references that they're making. Like I don't know what Stapleton. I didn't know Stapleton. But yeah. Also, Ghostface Killer's verse. That one, the storytelling. I need suggestions. Which Ghostface album has storytelling tracks like that? Because his verse there is amazing. He did a similar one on Tears. That was unbelievable to me. I just kind of want to hear a lot of his storytelling tracks. They're like really good.
Word up.
Got for the cops, man. Got for the cops.
Huh? Fuck them cops.
Spank them niggas.
Niggas want 200 grand over the
Like
table.
this.
That shit looks pretty.
I don't know what the
Pass
fuck made them in
weed
their
off,
own
man.
mind think they could fuck with this, though.
Yo, the
Mike's
Mexicans
Chris,
fuck the Mexicans do every fucking rodeo shit, nigga.
Hey, yo, you got a light? Oh,
For what?
shit.
Could you please put that out? For what? Put the shit out. I ain't putting shit out. Against the fucking wall. Get that flat
I ain't this shit right. You gonna swerve on these niggas one time, that's my word. It's coming from Louis Spence. Bagging, you know what time it is. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, put them cracks down. You just started slinging 2 months ago. What up with Larry Francisco? Tell him to let that bitch go. While you standing there, posting like you done.
This might be another track that gets 11. 50 seconds.
You be running with them outsiders.
On a
That shit is
re-listen.
fucked up, yo. We never turn to dick riders. Your Mac is big, got a little crib. Yo, you think that shit gon' live what he did? What this nigga said. Remember when this man's got there, the whole shit was set up. Shut up, whole fam want the signs and the letter. It got back to me. Some niggas in Medina asking me. You know some niggas in the go, E-class slashing me. Yo, that shit you had in Vegas. Yo, it could've got us both straight up. They seen the act. Notice Jada. Hair salons, reading shorty like Quran. Her fam major swing kingpins.
Oh my god, the punchiness of the beat. That's right now.
She own a car wash now. Her little Keon doing triple light. Marion son who got bait. It could have been for a half a cake, plate of shake. Maybe by the shit is fucked up where they got us, yo. She fainted at her baby wake now. Watch the breakdown.
Oh.
She fainted at her baby wake now.
Why did I
Yo,
use
watch the
samples?
breakdown.
Raekwon's verse is so incredible. Donny Hathaway. I didn't know that. I just listened to Donny Hathaway for the first time. Essential the Man. I loved it.
Let a licensed driver show y'all niggas whose style is more lava. This is not an act, this is more actual fact. Nothing but experience paced upon track with the true sound. Not lying out the crown. When we not working, we hardly be around. Yeah, see the light. Right now we can fight. You're not a real brother, you just a fake type. That get on the mic, then throw your cliche. Half the East Coast sounding just like Ray. If you a Gambino, give credit to the flow. If you're not a part of this, kid, act like you know. Fuck the studio. Cappuccino the Great. Fly cherry head niggas like planes out of state. I ain't friends with you. Only my CD hit you. If you want something, stop fronting is the issue. It's my turn. Live niggas could pass. Two-faced rappers push they shit last. Straight off the edge. Into the rubbish. Peep my new style. Fuck the style in my wet. I drink Avion water while my thoughts get published.
What you gonna do when you grow up?
Don't know how the ways vocals are this insane. Instead of Man is easily one of my favorite albums now. After hearing it like 4 days ago.
What you gonna do when you grow up and have to face responsibility?
Like, fuck it. At the end of this, I'll go back and tell you which songs I think are 11s. That might end up being 11s. I just will turn into them, because some of these are just like the greatest song fucking ever, dude. Why is this, like, they never do lyrics like this. It's so interesting. Oh, sorry about that noise.
One is invulnerable. In fact, it involves strenuous breath control. And of all techniques, it's the most difficult. The human body has 108 pressure points. 36 of these can be fatal. The remainder, paralyzing.
To do what I said, I think just the first 3 songs here, they might be 11s. Cash Still Rules, Reunited, and possibly For Heaven's Sake. Those are all the, like, because these are it's just some of the best rapping I've ever heard. Some of the best beats I've ever heard. The storytelling, everything, it's just... I now, like, fully understand the hype of Wu-Tang Clan and everything like that. Like, I knew, like, I could see their influence, and I wasn't even impressed then. But, like, now that I'm listening, it's like, holy shit, they're just the best.
As we return to the 36 chambers, the RZA, the Jizza, the old dirty Bizza, you God Chef, the ghost face killer, and meth, rebelized soldier for the foreclosure. Don't forget about the master. Yo, motherfuckers hope when my coat start stomping, thunder strikes your land with a jolt. Your stamina level is low, like currents from the vaults of relentless punishment that multiplies at a speed that the naked eye can't detect. The infantry peep the weaponry as I bomb atomically. Stagnant they stood, surrounded and astounded by this total sheer mileage of violence that I brung. I've not yet begun to stung. It's the ethics and rigorous training methods of the abbot. Insight oversees the opposition, penetrates then infiltrates, breaking down your resistance, leaving competition defenseless. Master, hip-hop antagonizer, dumb, deaf, and blind civilizer with a silencer.
Yo, plow driver, tut, boulder face, blow, Hulk. Anchor rap book, causing chest plate smoke. Monster truck, punk, elephant, gun poke, jawbreaker, humanoid vice.
This doesn't have the same amount of punch to me.
The inferno, maestro, pull it, pipe hard slang, bite the golden bullet, never.
I think the beat is just like more simple.
See me on the streets, address me stone finger, ease away, breeze back, feedback, play out and sweep, action pack rap, bite it, stomp on a beat, possess, hollow head, battle teeth, Tony Atlas, Wu status, now push them to the mattress.
Back my tongue like a hammer, my head is like a nickel plated bammer, spit 45 caliber grammar.
I also find them hating people biting their style an interesting thing, and I wonder how they feel about that now, considering it's like their influence is just so widespread.
Rebel with a pen, writing critically acclaimed scriptures that do you in. Mr. Meth, hot nickels, say my shit holding my sex pistol, deal me in.
The bewildering killer bee quickly sting ya. I ain't gotta lift one fucking finger. Make sure the God I reef turns on the ringer. We duck ducking the subpoena. Fatal flying guillotine machine from Medina.
Check the 150 millimeter heater as it blows holes through your fucking speaker,
making you weaker, creeping into centimeters. 50 caliber street sweeper shots from Shallon that go to Massapequa.
Things will never be the same after this one. Ghost Rider, spit flame, lay back and twist one. Recognize the gods came for one accord, one mind and one common cause.
This might be one of the lowest tracks. I'm gonna give it an A for now, but like I think it could be my lowest.
Competition, come and get some. Red marker still bleeding through the paper of this sick premeditate.
Like, it could be a 7 already.
I walk with the Shallon strut, burn a Dutch, watch
The wordplay's just a bit less interesting. The beat isn't as creative or like engrossing.
Pass me the black velvet in basket sweet, killing me, spell it. Maxi Priest caught me in the days upon Delancey Street. Stand solar, deadly vengeance with a crowbar. It's like the dreads worshiping Jah. So aloha, pineapple crush, 850, swerve it with a rush. Let's
lyricism here is really good.
Spitting off the roof, holding my change, yo, it's ragtime.
It doesn't have the same punch, though.
Monkey mind, it's like stalking through your airport with a chunky 9.
The underboard stat, New York. Blood sport, gun talk, holding for back. Take them to court. What's the verdict? Shallon bound, face down, you get murdered. Roadblock, shell shot, stretched on a back block. Yo, it's warfare with your rain gear.
Maybe the rapping is actually really good.
Landed thugs in wheelchairs from the slugfest.
It's just the beat.
The headrest for the conquest. Subway, wordplay, ricochet through your projects, crime pays. Masked up in the staircase, in a dark place, embraced by the tray 8. I'm in so deep I can't escape these crime situations. I stay in man formation, and shot echoes through the ghetto locations. I remain PLO, slam cash like Bam Bam, Bigelow. Throw a flow like no more, relate like Fidel Castro. I be the great all pro, hanging MCs by their logos. My street journal reacts and blaze like an inferno.
If I get these trees, I'll be happy. That's all I need right there.
You know what I mean?
Fuck the pussy, give me the money and the weed.
Get that nigga Rebel, that's right there, man.
Yo, Deck, get a Dutch from that store.
Get the Dutch, baby.
Yo, what's up? Yo, who that right there? That's black? That's black?
What up, God?
I like how that transition.
Oh, shit!
You got like 8 niggas down. Walking around with my sound. Yeah. Bring back up.
The sound effects and everything, like the production is really good here. That's so fucking area.
Check it. Yo, the world is shifty. We living just enough for the city. The rough, witty, killer bee sting just like the jiggy. My family stole, both attempt to gradually clone. Labeled in my anus in the casualties home and closed coffins. Who storming like the light brigade by the wave like Frankie Avalon inside the cyber age crime page. The law's long arm be trying to strong arm. Walking time bombs to thrive on firearms. The charm smoker, I hit the dread with a poster. Reach over to show him love and expose the black toaster. Composer was shook. I took your bad looks for joke. Get your back broke. Deep throat, this murder I wrote. The antidote you're seeking like a buried treasure. By every measure, lethally inject your whole sector. Wanted dead or alive. Rebel eye skates cross the desert sand. Leaving no footprints to trace. Keep a war face. North lace conceal the baby knives on the north breaks. I still shine in shady times. Yeah. We live in Justina. For the city. Yeah, in the jungle. I make moves like Iron Monkey. Plots to bump me off. DOBT on the hunt for me. We stay hungry for money, drugs, and guns. Once you fake, get caught in the crossfire for crumbs. Know the signs be my guidance. The facts tell, gat sell like sex and violence. And break the project silence. A vision, distance way beyond 4 corners. Escape this mental prison before a war corners. Now waste the world for the world war. Which looks a bomber. Mercenary soldier karma. My code of honor. Mind still scarred from the drama. Trauma sent a victim. Witness them run, screaming horror. Military chopper come gun down the slums. The outcome, do or die, son, is bound to come. Mentally aware, I see truth within the square. The future's here, catch me on computer software. Warfare's inevitable. Rebel lie, hold several government officials. Issue 38 specials and step through. Like Nat Turner, create a spectacle. I may die in the scuffle, but I'm taking for these devils.
I love it. I love how unsettling this production is. I think the instrumental drags a tiny bit for me. So I'll say it's an amazing track. But like, the instrumental is incredible. The starting there, like the storytelling on this track is really good. And that, again, like I never really heard about Wu-Tang being like a really good storytelling outfit. Like, it's weird. Like I had the same sort of experience when I went to Tupac and when I went to Biggie. I didn't know there were such good storytellers.
How you, God?
Studying 120 right now. Call me back at the guard hour.
The fuck? It's just a new way of thinking. Light up the broccoli, kid. Throw the relish in my back pocket. Keep your eyes open. Push your seat back. Just float. That's how we doing it. Bound by honor sword, take over the set. Rep from here to Quebec. Throw up the tech, crash your intellect, select a vet. Swimsuit,
I like the
handle. Yo, every
beats
fly vandal,
creatively,
project, slam you like Hamels,
but they don't sound as clean in the past few
just a
tracks.
sample. My niggas fertilize thoughts, show mad support, drink a quart, then vamp you. When nasty can blue, my pen sterile, won't perform if I'm not lampable. Asking my man to get your slap down, play the anthem, lit it, who with it, champagne, get it, that's the ticket. Silent 9, sounding like cricket, snatch a worker, shipment, pull a air, long dick it. We talked right before we left, lifted, just like a long sleeve, guess who ripped it? Projects. My niggas survive just like a moving target. Projects. With niggas living, some sell garbage that projects. Try to escape the flying shells,
New York projects.
I'm living large, yo, stop mirage.
Sign of the times, conspiracy to overthrow the mind. Behind every fortune there's a crime. This technique is Tech 9. Blast at any close encounter of the third kind. This be the evil that man do. We dismantle any adversary. Them niggas all thumbs and can't handle my flurry. Hear me? You jam on, you wanna scare me? Don't even kid me. Shit in my coat, aiming at your kidney. Pressure, red hot like chili pepper. Black and Decker, hardware, avoid the leper. 5 o'clock shadow boxer, hold down the sector. Bet your bottom dollar lecture. Be
The
hard to
bass to
swallow.
Method Man's voice is so
007
nice.
mark, the secret agent that Maxwell and get smart through entertainment. Welcome to the killing fields with Johnny Dangerous. Headbanger boogie niggas going through changes.
My niggas survive just like a moving target. When niggas living, some sell garbage. That's projects. Try to escape
that's
the
a great
flying
track.
shells, dodging. Projects. I'm living large, yo, stop miraging.
Suck my dick, it's the kid with the fat knob, a bust all into your face. Plus it come in globs, quick, get on your knees. With your sweet pussy, let it breathe. 2 fingers is all in your hole. Think I can fit 3 of your pink lips. Spread it and shit. Let me throw my dick in. Grab my shit and place it gently on your click. Ping pong pussy. Wild world, the wounds, titties sagging. Stomach on some shriveled up prone shit. Too much air in your pussy. You're screaming that it's talking to your daddy. Bars breathing out your lips, splashing my dick belly. Use vinegar to try to tighten up your ginger. Almighty dick ran in with a cape. Some call him engine lightning raw ball. Black candy cane attached to guard. Thick like a great adventure cigar. In your garage, pregnant pussy have you fall out like Remy on the house. Watch your teeth when slobbing my shit. You bit it on the couch. Dry pussy leave the friction burns. Plus beef at home. The kind of
Bit uncomfortable, quite uncomfortable, but I think that's like kind of the point. It's crazy that we're nearly 20 tracks in and it's still like this consistently good. I do think there's been a bit of a dip, and I hope it doesn't keep dipping. But like, it's crazy level of quality and consistency.
Skip the introduction, pulsate the lip function. The junction get rushed by some grimy people busting weed. Splatter your melon like some Attica felons. Using fire on good, blood skull for heart swelling. Insert the spasm, yes, the dirty hurt has them. Thoroughbred thugs, insert the phantasm. Verbal smarts, spark the word. Vision my scripture, exotic wine, holding 9. Picasso pictures, when the rhyme pivot, you now living your chance. Bodyguard the lyric with unlimited stance. Word seem to zing on down to Beijing. When we touch down, you crown renowned kings.
There's no honor amongst thieves. Street pharmaceutical stack like Genovese. The 4 devils, 10 madmen, but not these. We profound, hardcore sound to MCs, thumbs down. Prepare, killer bees, it be warfare. This the year, niggas gotta take you off of here. Hold the square, if we go there, we
go gritty and spread fear through this rap city. Call the mayor, my razor sharp darts be like cold stayers. The smell of fear make my nostrils flare. Truth for dare, ask yourself, can you compare to these niggas in the hood? Johnny be good or he be gone, yeah. The struggle goes on. You've been warned, PLO from here to Lebanon. How many bombs must be dropped in the 90 now? Walk a mile in my shoes, get the street news from at the cow.
They have such like a wide topic range as well.
It's common sense how I master my circumference. You dense, I get locked the fuck up, at least to my own reconnaissance. Can't be judged. Young bloods bust flat like scuds. Wu-Tang hovers 1,000 nudges above MC level. Yo, I stay high as like treble. Foes who oppose get plucked like rose petals. Arrested and holding, penetrate forbidden regions. Whack MCs only lasting one season. The morale was low at the corral. Added to the pronouns had no style. The weak propose out ain't the official. Initial is ruler zigzag, ziggalar. Or the other bullshit ain't permissible. Annual increase of the Wu-Tang manual. Handles
I love her.
keyboard is true hip hop shit, tangible and legible. Every egg ain't edible. My tracks remain unforgettable.
There's so much emotion in this beat.
Got to catch this paper, the box equation, glacier, Melchizedek, a skyscraper. Understand the continents of Africa and Asia. And free the black man from the slave labor. Wu-Tang.
The weight of the fam is on our back, and we can't fall victim to this long haul of fame. Meaning nothing. We came to punish the glutton with a substance that can't be contained. Wu-Tang.
Motherfuckers, we be seeing y'all asses when we walk up in the club. Y'all all in the back, scared to speak, but speak cause you scared. Punk motherfuckers, we know what time it is.
All you been seeing is upsets in the box and shit, right? It's like, come on, man. This nigga fucked up motherfucking Whitaker.
Yeah, he caught Whitaker.
Mm-hmm.
Caught Whitaker.
Mike got touched.
Mike got touched, bro.
Holyfield.
And Mike don't forfeit this fight. He ain't fighting May 3rd.
He ain't fighting?
Hold on. Talking about what he did? Somebody cut his eye.
Stelladora rap breaststick, David Berkowitz, Einstein birthday hit, now nurture it. MGM front row seat tonight, no gents, purify cleanse. Ran into some beef up in the men's fiction.
This might be one of my favorite tracks on the album.
Off the cross, all you saw was white meat, skin hanging off. These is words from the Archbishop. Some call it six up. The Betty Crocker marble cake, slick Sarissa, wax janitor. Blackjack mulligan from Canada, slam dance tarantula style. Use a fan of the Monopoly King, sloppy poetry, Carnegie Hall's off the hook. Let's push through the armory. Mad truck hitting soloists, soul controllers. Behold, of the 1,000 teeth fish, swift and boneless.
You know, because Wu-Tang is invincible, you know what I mean? It's Wu-Tang forever, dog. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get down with that W, that's that Wu. That's that wisdom, you know what I'm saying? That's the wisdom of the universe. That's the truth for law, for the nation, of the gods. You know what I'm saying? We bringing that through these days, God. You know what I'm saying? We got the fucking way. We got the medicine for your sickness out here, you know what I mean? I was telling Shorty, like, yo, Shorty, you don't even gotta go to summer school. Pick up the Wu-Tang Devil CD. You look at all the education you need this year, you know what I mean? Oh, man, it's Wu-Tang forever, God. Niggas can't fuck with these lyrics, God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yo, hell no. None of this shit. Come on, man. Beats, lyrics, man. Y'all niggas
can't even understand half this shit.
Nah, man. I think niggas ain't gonna figure it out to the year 2G.
Wax niggas ass for free or fee.
Word. Yo, you know what? The next Wu-Tang album ain't even coming out until 2000. You know what I mean? That's just gonna come back with a comet. We're gonna bring a comet to that shit.
New millennium.
You know what I mean? So, yo, y'all niggas, man.
Be the resurrection.
God's is here, man. Born to God's is here.
It feels so weird. It feels like I'm mourning a time that I didn't even live in, because it's something that I've spoken about when I started on this journey. I guess I didn't set out to have this opinion or anything like that, but the more I listen to like classic hip hop stuff and listen to new releases from hip hop artists and all of that, I really wish we had artists that spoke about more meaningful shit. Like, I think you just have Kendrick, and then like, I don't know, even artists like Jid and stuff like that, when they talk about like political topics, social topics and stuff like that, it's always in a broader sense. And every single time, like I've listened to so many albums. I listened to like 250 albums from 2025, and I know this will make me come off as obsessed or whatever, but like there wasn't a single Donald Trump mention, or like the government, the fucking government, to be like, what do you mean? Like, they're referencing the bombings of like that Bill Clinton were doing. Like, why are they like? I'm assuming with 2026, all of 2026, I will be shocked. I'll err on the side of caution. I'll be shocked if there's more than 1 or 2 albums that make a single mention of like the Iran war. But if you go to the 90s hip hop, always talking about the police brutality that they're facing, not in an abstract sense, actually like talking about it. Always talking about leadership. They're referencing all the time. It just like, it's so, now that I've like listened to so many albums, it just genuinely feels like that's dead. Like, we're never going to get biting critique of anything. Because even like Kendrick, he goes multi-layered and something, and I like that, but he's never critiquing. He's like critiquing the system. He's never critiquing anyone in power or anything like that. I think it doesn't surprise me with that. That was like in the Shia LaBeouf interview, he said that he doesn't give a fuck who wins the presidency or anything like that, because it's like, yeah, when the issues that he's talking about, it kind of like transcends that sort of shit, and he also does, like, it makes sense that he doesn't, because like if someone with that level of layer, when they talk about shit in their music, if they did believe that this stuff was important, like politics was important, or like anything that's happening in world politics is important, it would be mentioned a lot in this stuff, because he's very meticulous. It's never mentioned, so I'm not surprised by it. And that's even like the best person I can think of when it comes to conscious hip hop stuff. If we go, like, J. Cole doesn't have any depth to him, so you can't get it from there. Jid, I've only heard God Does Like Ugly, but it's more broader concepts than rather like specific stuff. The only person I'm thinking of is maybe JPEG Mafia. He talks about stuff, but like he's like a esoteric rapper. Like rap and hip hop is just, now that I've listened to it and like delved into it, it's such an important art form. It's like a uniquely good art form for critique and for like invoking change through art, because of just the nature of it being basically like really sick poetry the entire time, and you have more words, you can relay concepts in a much more vivid sense than with like other music, which is usually by like normal song structure, because the song structures of rap has like very long extended verses where you can go into the nitty gritty of the stuff that you're talking about. It's a better vehicle for change, and it feels like fucking no one cares about that. Like, no one cares about educating when it comes to their stuff. And no one cares about like invoking any sort of change within it. Where like listening to this, it's like just from this one album, there is more lyrical content about like the shit at the time and and like issues and philosophy and all this sort of shit. There's more in this than there is probably in the last fucking 8 years of rap. And I'm not someone that instantly just dislikes trap or anything like that, because I do. I like Young Thug, I like Future, I like NBA Youngboy, all that sort of shit. And I think it's usually like a dichotomy. It's like you're either an old head that likes older music, or you're like a young kid that doesn't give a fuck about this stuff. I think you just need both. Like, I just think you need both. Or maybe not need, but it's like, I think you need this stuff too. And it's just not there. It's just, there's no fucking music like that. Yeah.
Yo, up in the MGM, coked up. Sight, 6 niggas walked in, flashing they gents. Peace, alright. One dog skin nigga, 56-inch rope, wrapped around twice. Smashed the Gilligan boat with ice. They threw sign language. Ordered hot coffee with a Danish. Relax, whispered they rap entertainers. Had Lizzie on, 2 Japanese birds with furs. Look good, kid. Laid back, handling the dirt. It's like round 3. We too black for BET. You memorized the 1 to 40? I'm at the 19th degree. If a civilized person doesn't perform, his duty what shall be done. Pardon me, God. That nigga got a gun bulging out of sweatpants. Check out his stance. See the side of his grill? Look like my cousin.
I think that was Wolf with being 11. So I think I might give this a go.
He wanted crushed bone leather with the string star. Now I remember. He from Bear Mountain. Him and Mitch Green shot the fair one near the water fountain. 7th round, Chavez bleeding from his right ear. Yo, keep your eye on that same nigga from right here. Popcorn spilling all on. Liz Claiborne ghost had the fly Gucci Mox with no socks on. Seen Deion Sanders in the back with the fat
fuck me, dude. Like this album is
with the fly Wu shirts on. Mixed drink sessions done. Pour me some more. Chef level down, blinking at Shantae Moore. 10th round, Chavez tearing them down. Sweepy, get your shit off. It's like blacks against the Germans. Getting hit on. Smoothing them walked in. Brownsville representing. They sent the bottle over, autograph blessing. Chef, pull out the doodle, twist the deck, pea noodles. Yo, about the roll one. Matter of fact, twist 2 of those. Yo, they wanna stop in the fight. Stills took a point away from Chavez. Rematch scheduled on October 9th. Rematch scheduled on October 9th.
I kind of miss old Dirty Bastard.
She blowing like calm breeze, tall brown skin, her weave like palm trees. I went coconuts, dip my dunk in between your donut. Don't want it if it ain't no slut, bitch. Fathership touch ground like lion soup. Don't invite me, I tear the fuck down. White boys cut my toupee. 7th-day rester on Speedway. I slope MC Slay. It ain't nothing to bust ass. Bullet him, get him fast.
Old Dirty Bastard has a bit of like a Busta Rhymes sound to it, I think.
Shame on the nigga who tried to step the old dirty dash, put my foot up there. Bitch, you walk around your bra too tight. It's alright, you still gonna get fucked tonight.
Stinking assholes.
This is very similar to like that Mario track, but well, it might even be a bit worse.
That pussy there couldn't satisfy a hair on my body. Keep me like a lottie and slide me down. Doodoo brown. Toss salad. Oh, you in some shit.
It's so interesting when like the track is less good in my mind, not through technical stuff or whatever, but like just thematically. Because that doesn't happen often. I can. Because like they're rapping well. Usually people that try and do this modern day, they can't rap well. They just do shock jock shit. But it's so interesting. I guess like the difference between like old Eminem and new Eminem. Because I think it's like technically good. So I think I'll give it a 7.
Fuck y'all.
Yo, son, fuck is it, son? Fuck is y'all niggas Soul of Soul? Y'all like some nasty backup dancers for En Vogue. Little nasty R&B niggas, yo. He looked like he was breakdancing in a lure video, spinning on his lips. Yo. Nigga, what's up with your speaking spell shoes? Fisher Price, my first Timberlands. Yo. Nigga, yo, this shit is old, nigga. You gotta get some chuckers, fucker. Yo. Yo. Nigga, I on a Lamar Sanford dress shirt.
How do you record something like this?
What do you want, you big dummy?
Are you just replaying a fight in your head or something?
And that's for you, you DJ Cat Show shirt wearing ass nigga.
Or is it
Your
like
shirt look
recorded on
a
like a
dish
camera
rag.
or something like that?
Nigga, your shirt look like a curtain.
Scrape y'all motherfuckers. This is my word. When you see us flashing and shining and building and adding on,
Also, it's decent.
niggas
I
just
don't know.
watch.
It might even go lower.
Only ones who we got respect for is the niggas that we say peace to. Hear me? Pay attention. Put your shoes on. Yo, my team be belly aching, hungry niggas on the swarm again. Piranha nigga, bite dick. Yo, son, it's on again. What up? He made a move, try to assist it. Listen, kid, yo, you was born to be a pawn, but I'm a bishop. Back to the novel, yo, son, it's logical. How you figure, God? What? Float on the track, flip the obstacle. Now my proposal rips the global. From California to courts or sober. God told, taste the soulful. Remember, baggy jeans, timber, lands in November. Shorty called me Santa in December. But guess what? My Wally's got messed up. Autograph pressed up. What? Blessed enough to blow your ass up. We scrape that. Land on Lake that. Mazzola rapper, get your scent back. Represent them gentlemen who bent that. Flash medallions like Italians. La Costa Nostra. We moving through your hood. Supposed to flexing. Lexi Diamonds close the settlement. To keep the bus your gun pull.
Oh, okay.
Like that badass bitch and dead presidents add on. The billboard snort. Check it now. You get the gold dick award. It's like jail. And it's the 6th floor. Test me. Boating in the SC. Now let's see. Half of y'all niggas built your vine from my stress tree. Faggots, homos. Yo, my flavor liver than the Dobo. Say militant kid. Twist you like Bolo. You fucking idiot. Playing with my clan, but you be fearing it. Fake one. I'm guaranteed to make you take one. Please, y'all niggas money's getting low. But could you come back though? Set up shop and get the fat glow. Tired of y'all. Mostly inspired by y'all. So what the deal now? Link up with us or put your shield down. Faggot, faggot. Fuck around, punk.
715.
We battle for cream,
Yo,
nigga.
you want a pound crab? Nah, let his hand swing. Or to punch a hole in his palm with these pointy ass rings. No more said, knew your chump ass was dead when I saw the 4-4 reflecting off your shiny forehead. It's Wu-Tang, nigga. Ain't nothing changed, nigga.
I like the
Still shame
rapping
on nigga.
performance on this. The beat is getting a bit more subdued, like one of the, I think it's Deadly Melody.
Watching niggas like the Trojan, it's the surgeon. Slugs propels from Bobby still 12 gauge front page Deadly Chronicle reads. Hell up in Gotham, take heed and protect your seeds. You fall like autumn leaves. You lack tranquility in your rap utilities. To fuck with the abilities. Face like a sperm cell to the ovary. Microphone post tone like a rotary phone. Ancient poems of poetry. Hold stones. Explosive head bullets. Black hooded, Timberland footed ninjas. With full metal jacket clips and know how to put it in you. Surrender your goods and your merchandise for no purchase price. Most certainly a heist for your ISIS curtains advice. Come quietly. Wu-Tang Clan food society because of variety. So maintain your high anxiety and read it to the fiery diary. I need 18 points on my next joint. This high anointed king to make a deal. I be the one to appoint. Steve Rifkin must have been sniffing.
I'll give it
something so dope. It left Monica Lynch pussy dripping. Fuck hundreds of bitches and spent millions of dollars and built with
I'll give it an 8 for now. I'll see how on re-listen if it goes lower. Because like the rapping performances are really nice. Beat is a good Baron.
We drove expensive whips into worldwide trips, and my dick's been sucked
It hasn't
by
aged the best.
lips. Fancy delicatessen and the world's best refreshment, but none of the above compared to the 120 lessons of my queen and my seed in the home that I rest in. Into my zone, get blown in 99 sections.
This rhyme has no limitation. This time there's no hesitation. Collecting minds at the door.
It's interesting. With Method Man's features, I think he's worse than like Raekwon features and stuff like that. From what I've heard. But listening to Wu-Tang, it makes me, especially this album, it makes me appreciate him more. I already thought he was great, but like, he's really good on this album.
Waving guns at the clergy to Kagan, we ain't worried. Keep them sick niggas 730. Picture this, watch the birdie. These bastards is all in dirty with sharp hems that be stabbing you. Pins and needles and pins. Enough said, dick in your mouth like tempest bled. As I race track with thoroughbreds, ducking the feds.
Yo, my ice look fly up on the keyboard, son. Niggas ran up on me, Lord, praising what we do by the laws. That's right, exile a fake. Hit them niggas like wait, feed them food, let the fake evaporate. Reconstruction, that's the whole science on my production. Y'all niggas guess who stuck, son? Left his nuts, son. Switch, finger itch, staring at you like a bitch. Maybe y'all niggas snitch. Use a loner, Adidas shell top will I sip a Corona, read the red report, then boner. Buy you some jewels, here's some food. Not necessarily mean to be rude, boo. Check out the antelope, we in the mushrooms. Chase the Heineken, the custom. Baggy jeans, thick ropes, guard. Sliding through customs. Chill, y'all niggas know what time it is. James Bond Beamer's behind me on Bacardi Lyman. Check out the pitch like Nolan Ryan. He caught a slug for lying. Yeah, you was lying. Where the cash crying. Militia, rolling in position. Casablanca, Cuban link, Christian. Lex Vitale back, whistling.
That one's kind of crazy.
Fake fuck.
Some of these verses on this track, like, this could even go up, despite the fact that I think that the production is quite a bit worse. And the aged bars and stuff like that. Some of like the rapping performances on the last two verses with Meth Man and Raekwon is crazy.
For that you're gonna die. I may not be the one to stop you, but somebody will very soon. Also, the Wu-Tang Clan will rise again. There are many of us, all working for the good of the Wu-Tang.
Oh, Tip, classic 36 Chambers. I probably should have stood up at some point. Sitting down for 2 minutes on now is not great for you.
Get your head crashed by my Hellswind staff. Why the bitches broadcast the splash and tell the news like Katie Chung. How the bullet collapsed his lung. His father watched the horror as he swallowed his tongue. Another youth dead before the age of 21. Left his son to grow in the ghettos of the slums where the shots echo for twisted metal for cash flow. React slow, nigga, and get PLO by the lone gunner who took revenge for his brother who got slain last summer by a cocaine runner. A new year is dawning, new crews is forming, rival gangs swarming, blood steadily pouring. The streets are deep, son, every day is like a rerun. So I reach out and try to teach one, but 85% uncivilized content, no tolerance. So a lifetime is spent behind a cage fence, smoked out on the park bench. Killer instinct, slave rap niggas get lynched.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was like made during the same like recording sessions, because this definitely sounds like 36 Chambers, even with like the production and stuff. Like atmosphere.
No bras, wet leotards in the making. Next album, Blood on Chef Apron. Keep a Gambino PlayStation in your playpen. Discovery Channel, cast a book of Daniel. Coke blunt hot as a fuck, swine and bamboo. High school dropouts, face heads get knocked the fuck out on the regular for robbing a good nigga house. Rough cut, raw doses, the unexplainable pot rock lava, ginkgo bowl of frozen glazer.
Hey, that's it. What you know about this? Specialist, armed, dangerous.
Whoa.
Close range with this.
That's just amazing.
Unique design, shine like a deep dish. The beat kick, technique, spit on your weak shit. Yes, the rhythm, the rebel, alone in my level. Heated up past the boiling point of metal. Living legend, veteran, known to set trend. Lethal weapon, step through your section. With the force like Luke Skywalker. Rhyme author, orchestrate mind torture. Live performer, bit the mic, sayonara. Borderline of insane, I rain fire water. Tape recorder, can't be saved by court order. I got my sword across your throat, you joke.
We on the run with the golden guns, get you none. When it reach out and touch someone, blaze they buns. Now I'm guilty by association. Towns of blackness eclipse in the sun. Target practice commence when I throw these darts at these rappers. Ricochet, hit the charts, bloody your mattress. Hold me down, Wu Blood Kin. I'm going in, shooting bullets at the top 10. Rhyme concoction, blend like chameleon. All these niggas want cheese as we might some men. Word up, we can go platinum, but then still can't get no satisfaction. Once again, back on the block, crumb snatching, blowing backs and cold blooded non-assassin.
This fucking sick rapping.
Handle that like arthritis. Still hold the golden touch like King Midas.
John and Paul was the Heim niggas imported from Holland.
Kind of sounds like Jay-Z here.
Get cracked by drum tracks, smack loud as gun claps. Pinner crab the death with 1,000 dumb tax, the roof centerfold. It beats the wind ninja scroll. Soul as blade controls your Interpol. The big loot, fruit
I can't wait to even do a re-listen of this. Like when I do the re-listen to figure out what I write things. Ooh. Like this could even go to a 10. Even though it's like a bit of a low-key one. Who doesn't understand production quality, like quality and clarity. But like the fucking beat, like it just sounds like 36 standards. And like a good track from that, but like one of the decent, like good tracks from that.
Pussy, that shit she passing off the meter. We wax Ajax niggas with an axe, max a mill. You can crash a mill, got your back still. Scrolling, folding like they $1,000 bill. Sit back, iron y'all niggas out. Fakes that delegate, we spitting fire out. Bird burglar, designer Wally shoes, saw reserver, jet status. God needs bird up on my match. Watch me mat this. Raffler and goose inside of fashion. Yo, these hands are flooded and they mad quick. Strong approach like magnets, custom wood grain name. Style and rich, resume the waves in one chain. Feeling mics like wheeling a bike. Slide like suck on this Klondike. Get your dart right. We moving on it like windbreaker niggas get they face broke. Jury get snatched. Magazine right on the low. Fuck y'all cats. Hang glide for my nigga to
Ooh. Nice sample.
Right, that's my word. I see dealing with the invincible. That's my word. Persian legacy. One time. That's the science of the black man. Stationary niggas. Have fun on this right here. Short cross y'all. Gonna rock niggas to slow this year. Blade thrower, sword swinger, killer bee ringer, Rocky roll, bold dog brainer.
I love this sample.
Shout out Medina.
That's a bug that comes in there, man.
Jury cleaner, million man march screamers, Ray Katina, cut your joint, Wolverine, balloon Gina, wrapped around the wrist, Lord Cena. How I got that, yo, throughout the Mac, the name's Dina, bust the shot, Cena, it ricochet, Tatina. Now I'm out limping in Korea with Talima. We moseying, sweatsuit Adidas. Best believe I got the black heater, little joint, Polly was eater, yo, Bobby, what up? Max try to follow me, sit down, laundry, clean up, collect like the laundry. It's time, yo, swerve like the Nike line. Windbreaker, Laker, throw a jump shot, scraper, statuary, yo, floating that statuary. Hey, yo, blow a hole in your limo, weed past the
This is MC Wizardry, Killer Bee Invasion. Men of respect,
It's
blessed with wisdom
fucked
of the
how
nations.
consistent this album is. It's a 2-hour long album, dude. Only a few years after 36 Chambers. I know it's like 9 members. But like Riz had to do the beats.
Quarantine locked inside the detox. Under keep lock, it's like B-block, your E-glocks, your L, your trail ends, thoughts are frail. I strike the cipher and let one survive to tell a tale of my state of grace. I raise the stakes on snakes, knock them off like they big apes for taking up space. Never did fear them, stick them with the truth serum. Who sent them? Arrest them before with charges pending. Designated hitter, flow split the transistor. Kinetic glow, siphon and shine, burns your retina. Urban journal, plus eternal broadcaster. Before and after, I'll be self-lord and master.
I think the iron side get touched with the chloride. Take off with the 9-finger bandits worldwide. Shaolin hillside, full of homicides. Fuck you dissatisfied. The double died, black, brown, I had died.
Box talk sequence, powerhouse kick out. Eyes flusty wet, but naked with my dick out. I'm direct, voted best, golden chest is blessed. Sketch chapter, snatch a batch of winter fresh.
I'm sorry I'm not trotting as much. This is like I'm just loving this. Also, it's a long album, so it's hard to people down to as much. But like, even though I'm thoroughly enjoying the rest of this album.
Harmony cake cut, a can of ass whooping, flurry shake, break you buck struck, love crooks, waffle iron hooks, chef cocaine cook, a marvelous book. This deathbed doctrine.
Yeah, I think this is like a 10.
What remains, a saber-tooth tiger in the booth.
Last night I took a trip down the Crown Heights. Fast life, females are tripe, stay tight. I detect that parasite. Satellite, RZA beat makes me wanna fight. Get hype. Come to do shows, my slang sound right. Secretary type.
I can't wait to see them live. They're older, so I'm expecting less energy. Because like they are, it is their last tour. I'm assuming they're not going to have the same like
my style drop
Stuff
like
like
jaws.
I'm very curious to
See
see
me
this
on
stuff
tours,
like.
don't you wait to say peace. The kid from the street put my technology on the track. Gisetta attack, Wu article Kappa 5. CD attack, what my talk stage of. Killer beehive, Bermuda my life angle. Rectangle, gold fronts, ring the gold bangle. Never make me throw darts, check out my arts. When I release my smarts, hot like Pop Tarts. Aim me at the charts.
Do your part. I'm just gonna sit here. Let you
This is such a spectacular album.
Relax.
I think it's going to be very hard
Relax.
for me to find albums this
More
long
tensed up.
being this good.
Act like a motherfucker getting ready to
Like the only thing
cut
that
your
comes to
throat.
mind is All Eyes on Me.
Nah, I'm gonna let that happen. You smelling good and all that too, man. What you got on?
Victoria's Secret.
Yeah. That's how you get down. You always do me right, man. Yeah. Man. You gotta go down a little bit.
Down?
Yeah, keep on. Go lower. Nah, yeah. Right around there. Yeah, man.
Ass is tense.
I know. Shit is real for a nigga right now, you know what I mean? But yo, I be telling my niggas, man. And nobody be doing me like Shorty. Every time I go over to Shorty live, she cook me
I'll say it's a
something,
9
you know what
because
I mean?
like this outro isn't as
Shit, nigga,
interesting
right.
as like some of the other outros.
Rub me down with
they're
that cocoa
instrumental.
lotion. You doing me right. Doing me right now. I'm telling you.
And you home, nigga.
Y'all. Can't proof for a nigga right there.
Hard days at work. You had a hard day at work, baby. I want you to sit down, relax. While I soak you in my mentals. Back rub style. Bus 6. Yeah. Massage peppermint oil, shampoo and pears, cinnamon, aloe, natural for your hair, soap, lavender soap, coconut conditioning, honey lather, blood flowing, love listening, motion lotion, breeze over the ocean lovers, bath crystals, lover sponge scrubbers, hot milk bath, steam shower rubbing, diesel splash, long loving in your oven, bake it off, break it off till it gets soft, passion fruit, pussycat, wanna touch it off, in and out, fragrance, patience, Hershey kisses, getting style, stress relieving, soak your feet, air them out, brain message. Think about pink, stress relieving, no dishes in the sink. Upper, lower, left, right neck, don't play. Back rub, Calgon, take me away. Waterfall, beam, streams, plush and lavish. Comfort me through all the damn madness. Night breeze at sea, sipping tea, you and your queen, melodies and trees. 85 degrees, jet skis, breeze. Sprinkle water on chocolate, butterscotch flowers. Vapor action, tropical sun shower, baby powder, relax.
Not a massive fan of this one.
Suntan, snuggle up snug.
Beats wise and
Snowy
stuff.
day, fireplace, oriental rug thugs. Lay on the couch, pull it out, perfect.
It's always
balance.
exciting as the other ones.
Stimuli,
And when they have like
tips off the
27
chalice,
tracks.
Complete silence.
It feels like these sort of
What's the
things,
finest?
like it being
Wrapped in
exciting,
cold
needs
sheets,
to be a
vanilla apple heat,
part of it.
flutes play jazz music, puffy pillow sweets, breakfast in bed, early morning sun
It's not bad,
treats,
though.
sunset, love boat, surprise, sunrise sail. Lay on the couch while I clip your toenails. Dreams of peaches and cream, steam, secret spells. Soft spoken gospel, Barry White, acapella. Violin, good medicine, sound swell. Sunshine light,
I'll say it's
love
good,
right,
though.
without the hell. Taste, sugar, quiet
It's just like
storms,
everything's been
sick,
amazing,
slow
basically.
dance drink like nights over Egypt. Cabin stabbing, palm chilling, now we rolling. Company, ice cream licking, now we holding. Gentle force, warm tingle of the golden. Open loose, ice cubes kiss your belly. Alcohol, palm trees, peanut butter jelly. Almond twirl, fantastic melody soon. Tasty spoons, wiping you with tune. Fly wine, quiet storm. Now it's high noon. Raspberry spices, cherry breath. Drink from the mountain, sip the very best. Sound of the shore, every winter.
The rapping's quite nice. It's very chill. It might go up.
Pour, music nest, motto, gentle mental, wash away your sorrow. Fantasy Island, put the message in a bottle, carry you through the threshold, do my duty. Happy ending, go to rest, sleeping beauty. Youse.
It's very chill. Actually, I like it. It's grown on me. I was so like I'm just so used to them having such like insane lyricism and like energy, and this is just really chill.
Massage in these melodies. Put that gangster shit on the shelf. Fuck these hoes. You know, blow winds blow through your hair. Sea breeze, sticks and shit. Wide. In your round, dude. Come and chop this motherfucking beef, you stank ass trick.
Damn, man, these radio stations be bugging, man. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, hip-hop shit is keep. Damn, it's time to slow this
Basically,
shit
the last
down,
song from
man.
Mission Closing is a spoken word.
Things were never waiting in the year. They ran one step ahead, but the jiggy was always there. Upon the project pavement, there was death, enslavement of the mind. Single
I don't know why this gets a lot of ratings on the albums and stuff.
as I lay there with my baby, we would look from the window and cry. Then suddenly in the sky, between the new world ages, we were blessed, and Wu-Tang fills the ear.
I like
with
it.
the melody of a trance. False MCs are melting in the dark. All the weak LPs are going down. Live released the tape out early May, and I don't think the world can take it, 'cause it took so long to make it, and the hip-hop game will never be the Upon the project pavement,
Like,
there was death,
I'm assuming consider So this is basically the last song.
single mothers are filled with stress.
This album is incredible.
Between the new world ages, we were blessed.
This is really pretty.
Wu-Tang fills the air with the knowledge that God possessed. As I lay there with my baby, we would look from the window and cry. Then the Wu-Tang sign appeared in the sky. Billboard chart melted in the dark. All the weak MCs are going down. I released the tape out early May.
I really like the vocals here. This part slightly reminds me of RuneScape music, but that's a positive because I do like it. For a 2-hour long album, this didn't tire. Like, I'm a bit tired because long albums are long albums. Like, you always feel like you're in a completely different position at the start compared to the end.
Yeah.
But this could have been a whole lot more tiring because it's just been very fucking good. At the end, there's a bit of a dip, but that's about it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when we come through, you better have your fucking third eye open. You know? Because that's what time it is, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, when you walk, you striving for perfection. That's what we doing. Understand? So all that little fake shit out there, we know the science on that. We done seen that shit from different angles. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, kid, for real, Wu-Tang, we set off a lot of shit in this shit, kid. You know what I mean? But you know us, we play it calm, humble, you know what I mean? But I just be checking out niggas' darts and I be like, damn, them niggas is really, 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 really thinking it's they shit. You know what I mean? But it's so good, because I'm the soul controller. You know what I mean? Rather, I say we the soul controllers. The bottom line, like I said, deal with freedom, justice, equality. You know? Keep shining. Add on. Food, clothing, and shelter. All my niggas, go pick up uniforms. Go, when you buy this album, go pick up uniforms. For real. You know what I mean? Because don't think we doing this just for anybody. We doing this shit for certain niggas, kid. Certain people, rather. Certain fans, certain supporters. Certain delegators. Word. The fuck, man? I'm
I
tired
wonder
of
with
seeing
like a
these
recording like
fake-ass
this,
niggas fucking
is this like recorded in
running with the
earnest?
fucking globe.
Because this comes off like
Ain't even really
he's
seeing
just
it the way it should really be
an
seen,
impassioned speech
you know what I mean?
that someone just ended up
It's like
recording.
you gonna spread mathematics.
Like recording this is
Spread
gonna
it
be
right.
interesting if he just goes into the booth and then he says
You know
that.
what
It's
I
just
mean?
like, how many takes? What else was he writing? All that sort of thing. Yeah, this is incredible. As much as there's a bit of a dip at the end on the second disc, the fact that like usually a fucking double disc is 20 and it's 27, I feel like if you did cut like what 5 songs or something like that, you'd still have like one of the longest albums, some of the most tracks, and it would have been like a genuine, like it'd probably be a 10 out of an album. But this is just an amazing album. Just absolutely incredible. Wu-Tang, as I said before, like Wu-Tang, it's just the level of talent that they have. I just don't think you'll ever see it again. So I'm so glad I listened to this before I went to the concert, because I had a respect for them as legends, as pioneers, as like generational. But it's like I just didn't know the extent of that, and now I feel like I kind of do after listening to this album. And yeah, I'm glad that I listened to this so I can listen to it live soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you watch this far, that's more than support enough. But if you want to support further, you can go to my Patreon, $5 a month for that 50 minutes or less, or a classic album, or $8 a month for 90 minutes or less, or 2 classic albums. Thank you guys so much for watching. Absolutely love you. Peace.